ó ní neighbor man ẹjọ́ ìjà wo ni ẹ ti rí àwọn kan nídìí tó lọ lé neighbor nítorí the last time I check Zatemi Thursday she works night Thursday Friday Saturday Sunday tí ọkọ wọn bá ti dé ní alẹ́ Thursday Zatemi á lọ ibiṣẹ́ ṣé aago 10 tí Zatemi lọ sí ibiṣẹ́ lọ́kà ọmọ lọ sọ́dọ̀ neighbor ni àwọn neighbor wa kó abẹ́fẹ́ ó lè dùn mí ṣàpá abẹ́fẹ́ ló parú rọ́bà yìí ṣé kọ́rọ̀ bá lè dùn lábẹ́fẹ́ ṣe pa rọ́bà yìí nítorí kò yé mi ṣé kọ́rọ̀ yẹn lè dùn ni àbí ṣáà kí n gbọ́ tí Khalid máa ní can I sleep in your bed mommy can I sleep in your bed tó máa tún sọ fún wọn pé yesterday I slept with daddy nígbà tí ìyàwó ti lọ sí night ṣé àkí gbọ́ ni ẹjọ́ gbà ó lọ́kọ́ ọmọ lọ́dọ̀ neighbor any wish neighbor bóyá mọ́mí abẹ́fẹ́ tẹ bá ti ṣe next life ẹ bá wa sọ neighbor náà ẹjọ́ I need the proof I need evidence I need evidence àwọn neighbor ibi aṣọ òdì tí ẹ ló pè mí lẹ́rìí jù tèmi ó gbẹ̀rù sí máìkì lẹ́nu ó wọ́ ṣòdì aṣọ òdì lọ fáwọn ọmọ.
Chubby, let's even say that. Okay. You know, when we look at the period she was in contact with Temi, it was just around the period she was having trying moments with her husband's
yes.
health and all of that, which she didn't hide from the platform and all.
Yes.
So let's even assume that, okay, then maybe a situation used to warrant that they keep their children with neighbor. But what point are you trying to score from bringing that? Then it also shows that you are still reading from the old version. You are reading from a very old version, or even Bible self get New Testament and Old Testament. So if in 2026 you are still trying to you are attacking someone based on things that you know about her in 2024, then you are not
24, yeah,
you are not updated
at all.
And whatever you want to use to drag someone in 2026 based on what you know in 2024 is not valid. It's not valid.
No.
It's just
it's Edrona. Ṣé yóò ti ẹ fi pé àwọn ọmọ wọṣọ sódì ṣọ́ fi drag ebi àgbàlagbà gan.
I mean, if you have a neighbor abroad that can hold your children for you, then you are indeed blessed.
I'm telling you.
You are blessed.
I'm telling you.
Very, very blessed.
So if let's even say that, okay, I keep my children with my neighbor and maybe they didn't treat my children well, and because I see you as a sister and I confide in you or I mentioned it to you, how is that an issue? How is that something to drag me?
Emma bínú that British. Nǹkan táyàbọ̀ yẹ sọ ìta ló rántí tí sister Temi ní mọ́mí àwọn abeg àdé CCTV camera ọwọ́ àwọn àtítọ́sọ̀ ìlà tí máa gba CCTV ta ló rántí ìgbà tí mom sister Temi wà around àti dáàdì wọn tí wọ́n sọ pé àwọn mom sí àwọn ló sọ pé neighbor àwọn nípa àwọn gan sọ pé níbo lẹ ti mọ̀ wọ́n rí she doesn't even know her neighbor. Kò mọ ẹni tó ń gbé next to her. Thank you Ayọ̀abóyè sister Temi sọ ẹ máa wọn ìyá yẹn ti wọn àwọn àárín wọn stroll buster ibi tó ti stroll buster wọn máa káwọn èèyàn. Now you are now saying somebody that doesn't not even know her neighbor and you are now saying she takes her own children, she takes them to the
I'm even saying let's say it is valid. Katia Sobe, where is the sense? As in what is the rationale?
No, she's trying to say àwọn neighbor yẹn pé bóyá wọ́n wá lé àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ pé because
Okay, so so how is that something to
I
applaud?
don't
I
understand
mean,
you.
what is
Lọ́mọ
the
kékeré láì ṣàgbàlagbà o.
what are you trying to bring? What is the moral of that story? In
I
other
don't get
words,
it.
in other
Ẹ
words.
jẹ́ a máa gbọ́rọ̀ àwọn àǹtí extremist lọ. Ẹ jẹ́ a máa gbọ́ wọn lọ.
Yes.
Àǹtí extremist ẹ continue.
Tó bá lọ bẹ̀, mo fẹ́ lọ bẹ̀. Ṣé o rí má rò pé èyí tẹ́ ṣe nígbà yẹn? Tí president tó gbéyàn kan sórí platform ẹ̀ tẹ́ni ẹ̀dẹ̀ ń ṣe pé fún ọmọ mi Ṣìkẹ́mi, tẹ́ bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ this time. Tó bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ this time, ibi tó expect pé máa lọ, máa débẹ̀. Dúpẹ́ wọn á collect. Àbúrò ọkọ ẹ̀ tó ṣe concrete, they go collect. I dey tell you a liar, nothing will happen.
Continue.
Everything tí mo need, mo ti ní lọ́wọ́.
Oh.
If you go there with me, wallahi, you will regret it. I'm not playing. Àwọn tó ń tì ẹ́ yẹn, jẹ́ kó máa tì ẹ́ kó máa bọ̀.
Fearless, kí ló sọ pé àbúrò ọkọ tèmi ń ṣe concrete àbí kí ló ń ṣe?
Kò tẹ́mi náà gbọ́ ni.
Mi gbọ́ dáadáa, I want to hear, please.
Ọ̀nà àbúrò kan wọ́n ṣe concrete.
Kí ló ń jẹ́ concrete?
Kò yé mi bóyá nu next life tó bá ṣe wọ́n á sọ fún wa ń bẹ̀ torí kò yé mi náà.
Ó gbé kọ̀kẹ́rẹ́ kọ́ nìyẹn, ṣé bírí sókè?
I don't understand you. Kò yé mi o.
Ẹ bá ti sọ fún wa pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa ń ṣe lórí social media rèé o.
Fearless.
Kò yé wa máa ẹ káàárọ̀ mà.
Ẹ káàsán ma.
Ẹ káàsán
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Yes ma. Ẹ káàsán gbogbo ilé. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, how many months ni Tèmi àti Abẹ́fẹ́ jọ ṣe? Torí kò pé mi rò pé 1 year. Nígbà tí màá join the platform yẹn, mo join ní 2004 bóyá ní April àbí May ní ìmọ̀.
Ó dà pé Abẹ́fẹ́ kúrò ní kò pọ́dún kan because I know pé ó gbà tó máa give excuse lórí platform. Ó ní Mohbad ti pé ọdún kan. Ó ní so òun fẹ́ move on. That was the excuse to give. But ṣe mọ̀ pé kò ṣe pé ìgbà tí Mohbad kú ló join. She left around October, yeah.
Yeah,
all the lọ ṣe gbogbo nonsense tó ṣe around September ló kúrò.
Nígbà tí mo dé platform yẹn mi bàbá ìfẹ́ lórí platform yẹn.
Ó dúró ó dúró ṣe birthday ẹ̀ tán. Nígbà tó ṣe birthday ẹ̀ tán tó kó gift lọ wá.
Chubbymii, you self-pity.
This is annoying.
People me.
Exactly, Leila. It's not up to a year because all the fraternity started early 2024 or late 2023, but I think it was early 2024, and it collapsed. Like the relationship hit the rocks even by October.
Bó ṣe ní access tó mi àti family ẹ̀ tó yìí ni mi mọ̀.
Well, Ọlọ́run gbà wá lọ́wọ́ ẹni tó ń ṣọ́ wa tá a ṣọ́.
Àmín.
And you see,
This is
at this
annoying.
point,
mo ń ké mi tí mo wà yìí ní so annoying.
No, mommy. No.
See, Sis, there's no need to even get this way. Sherry, lára àwọn àmì Ọlọ́run ni kí Ọlọ́run kó lè di gbígbéga ni.
Yes, lára àwọn ogun, ara àwọn ogun náà test ní títí ta sẹ́mi máa fèsì ilé ayé.
See, kí orúkọ Ọlọ́run kó ba lè di gbígbéga ni. God will allow certain things to happen so that you can see how he's fighting your battle.
Too much.
Kí ni eléyìí? Nǹkan tójú ọmọ ológo máa ń rí nìyẹn jàre. Kí ni?
Ẹja sáré gbàǹtí extremist tán. Ẹja gbàǹtí extremist tán. Ìwọ ló péré bẹ́ẹ̀ o.
The conversation you had from Bukky said, it wasn't targeted at me. It was targeted at my friend. At the time, there was no conversation around this from me to anybody, to me on my Facebook or anything. Bukky was abusing my friend and using she don't know the friend also only information to what big she never big I only heard it first from Bukky platform, and I said it then. Bukky So Bukky Jesse tó sọ̀rọ̀ ló wá gbọ́ ṣe báwo ló wá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé o fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ kan tó bí ọ̀rọ̀ kan tí ò gbọ́ rí. But Bukky Jesse has said worse things about ọmọ in support. So are you saying everything she said is true?
Can you imagine? Auntie extremist continue. Ẹ ti sọ pé extremist ni ọmọ tá ń support.
And it's stupid to say.
Pẹ̀lẹ́ ṣó ti gbọ́ pẹ̀lẹ́ baby. I feel your pain. Pẹ̀lẹ́ extremist pẹ̀lẹ́. Yeah.
My 23 years old daughter. So you left your child 12 years old. You left your child 12 years old. Child thanks on you. Better the book need diaspora. The child thanks on you. Better. She's better looking than all of you. Put together. She the daughter also he. So Emi kúrò nínú àwọn debates. Let me enlighten you a little bit.
Enlighten one.
I'm going to make it really brief. You look in Australia.
Sherry, mi ò ní sọ kankan lórí ẹ̀ because kálẹ̀yìn èèyàn tẹ́ bá rí ojú ẹ̀ nígbà tó sọ bíbẹ̀ yẹn ó pain, when you see èmi ò dẹ̀ like máa trample lórí ìkíní èèyàn. So she feels so pain. No more yẹn ó better ju gbogbo àwa táwa gbogbo àwa mélòó la wà níbàá iná 233 kọ́mọ ẹyọ kan ṣoṣo ó tiẹ̀ ní Priscilla ó tiẹ̀ sọ pé Prissy ó tiẹ̀ sọ pé àwọn ọmọ kings ó tiẹ̀ sọ pé àwọn ọmọ prince.
No, Chubbymii, I always like to look at issues point from a logical angle. Let's assume that, okay, someone made reference to your child that you left the child since 12. That you left a child since 12. How does that equate to comparing how people look? I mean, exactly. I mean, let's look at it logically now. Let's use logic. Okay. My child has been so since 12 years because there are processes. But why am I talking about looks or whatever? I mean,
she's better looking.
That clapback was
so fẹ́ fi ọmọ ẹ wé mi tí mo lè bí ọmọ ẹ ní ọmọ ṣé kò tó try láti sọ nìyẹn anti extremist.
Ó fi ọmọ ẹ wé Cindy 45 ọmọ ẹ 20.
ó fẹ́ rí post Cindy ó fẹ́ rí ọmọ yàtọ̀ sí ọmọ ó fẹ́ rí ọmọ. Ẹ bá ń fa tí extremist lẹ́ o.
Country. If you want to bring a child into this country, you have two options. The first one is that you bring a child who becomes a liability that you then have to pay their school fees and support them because here school fees okay. Canada in intense school 3,500-4,000.
Oh.
Now to empower that child.
Lówó ni ọkàn lẹ́nu nìyẹn. Ìwọ tó ń gbọ́ tẹ́mi entrepreneur that is pé lówó nìyẹn irọ́ ni ọkàn tó ń pa yẹn nìyẹn. You are not able to afford your child's school fees.
Almost times 10 ló fi cut down. So tó wáyé pé níbí báyìí mo fẹ́ máa sanwó school.
Mo dẹ̀ lánú lẹ̀.
Ní $25,000. Mi ò lè ná 25 mi ìfà pẹ̀lú owó school o pẹ̀lú accommodation o pẹ̀lú kíní o ní Naija tó wà mi lè lọ 10 million.
Which is valid. That's very valid. You see, when people bring logical or superior arguments, it's very valid to me. Like, I'm not into fracas or all those things. So if you're saying that, okay, my daughter is because of XYZ, it's valid. But trying to say because you people, she looks better than you people, like that wasn't like a sensible response to what was said, really.
But okay, now let me ask you a question, that British. máa fi kó orúkọ yìí mo fẹ́ pé but máa ti wá rí pé tí a British yẹn ni màá sọ pé tí British yẹn pé mo ti fẹ́ pé sister mo á rántí pé orúkọ. So let me ask you this question. Let's say pé okay, àwọn èèyàn wà nílùú yìí dáadáa, you know that they, you know, their children or their child, they are grown-ups, they are from Nigeria, right? And they are going to school in this country. Wọ́n lè ṣe masters wọn. So if you are now saying, is it because of the cost lo ṣe mọ́ ọmọ ẹ wá sí Australia to live with you? Is she talking about, okay, ṣé nítorí cost ni mi ṣe lè mú wá? Cost shouldn't be a problem to you to bring your child to the country where you live. There are people, children.
Ọmọ mi, first born mi, Bowen ló wà ní 200 level. Ni mo ti withdraw wá sí America. 200 level ló wà ní Bowen. Nígbà tí a wà ní Nàìjíríà, tí bàbá wọn ní ká máa bọ̀ l'Amẹ́ríkà, a dẹ̀ withdraw wá síbí báyìí. Ó dẹ̀ ṣe nursing. She's now an RN, ó ti ṣetán láti 4 years ago. Ṣé kí mi wá fi wọ́n lẹ̀ Nàìjíríà kí nítorí pé school kan ṣe kinní kan l'Amẹ́ríkà? Ṣé bí bá ṣe rọ ta sanwó ẹ̀ náà nìyẹn? Nursing náà ló need ní Bowen náà.
To me, it's not an excuse for you not to bring your child to Australia.
Well, you know, because I am not really interested in the dynamics of anybody's family. I was only picking hole in the comparison of you left your child and my child looks better than all of you. You know, it wasn't the clap back wasn't really clapping, but if somebody says they couldn't afford it or they make their decision, that's on them. That's not a part
that is part of what she's saying. What she's saying is that, okay, one of eba mi mo mi wa, right? Mo wa wo, okay, cost of living and everything here. Oh, my better of ko wa Nigeria, ko kuku pari. Ko se pe I don't pay. Yeah, the cost of the school and everything. Or I would rather pay torí tó bá wá síbí báyìí, èyí tó wo school ẹ̀ máa jẹ́ sí Pekin, which is fine. But what I'm trying to say is that she's trying to hide it as if pé kò ṣe pé òun ò lè mọ ọmọ òun wá. Or the reason behind it ni pé, but that is not the reason behind it pé tí ọmọ ò fi lè wá sí Australia. But if you want to put it on the level of pé mo wo cost yẹn, okay, kọ́mọ mi kúkú kàwé bí báyìí kí máa sanwó yẹn out of pocket. Ó pè mí ju kọ́mọ mi wá sí bí báyìí lọ kó wá gba probably loan to go to school ni, or me paying this certain amount out of pocket for her to go to school. But your own reason for your own child not to be with you, that is not your reason. That is not the reason why. That is my own point. Whatever reason she wants to put out there, it's fine. But just because you want to put validation, you know, pé àwọn ló lè mọ ọmọ ẹ wá sí ibi tó wà, ó wá ní nítorí pé nǹkan tó ṣe lè mọ ọmọ ẹ wá ní pé no. Tó bá yẹ pé ọmọ ẹ̀wọ̀n OBC Australia ní kọ́, ṣé wà ní kó lọ sí Nigeria lọ kàwé ni? Just because of the cost of accommodation, school, and everything. Àwọn ọmọ tèmi náà lọ ti dàgbà yìí now. Mo dẹ̀ ti láwọn ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n gan tó ti lọ sí college tó ti ṣetán college. So it's not that way. I don't know one or two things about that.
Well, she's telling you guys that, well, she's not forming that she could afford it and bring her. So, ẹ jẹ́ ká tẹ̀síwájú. Àṣé kó wá sọ pé owó yẹn pọ̀ mi kò fẹ́ mú wá ni. Kò ṣàṣọ yẹn. Ó ti ní òkè. Òun gbé ìṣirò lé, òun dẹ̀ fi pé nǹkan tó máa bẹ́tà rè. Ṣé nǹkan tó bá bẹ́tà nínú fámílì èèyàn kan, ó lè jẹ́ òun kọ́ ló bá bẹ́tà nínú fámílì ẹlòmíì.
Nítorí àwọn kì í ṣe ebi ò kì í ṣe extremist bíi tiẹ̀ ni. Mi bàbá go deeper. Mi bàbá lọ sínú ẹ̀mí. Kémi àti ẹjọ́ wọ inú ẹ̀mí yẹn lọ.
Ṣé ẹ tún gbọ́ mi nut cake? So una think say na student visa she won't do, na second wife package quota by now. Haba, come on, guys.
I guess it was a cheap excuse to cover up financial incapability.
May your abeg more na leave me.
May your call. Sister,
no,
mo ma block sister mi from Ibadan yìí ni.
No, read Mayo as well. Read Mayo as well.
Sister mi wọ́n request bóyá wọ́n wà níbi iṣẹ́.
No, money read. She read her as well.
Ṣé ráwọn sister mi tọkọ ọmọ Ìbàdàn yìí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹnu wọn ò dá sẹ́.
In fact, abeg fearless carry us go front.
She kept that child with a friend. Effie extremist sílẹ̀ o.
Ayọ̀ ni mo fẹ́ ṣe 200k náà fi ń mọ́ ọmọ wọ Australia nìyẹn people here dey rọra now. You guys should stop, Joe.
Hey, they just continue kidding.
Let's go.
Money time limits lady can show you. What do you do?
So àbúrò mi ló wá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Àbúrò mi wá fẹ́ pọ̀ sí. Ìwọ tó yẹ pé ní gbogbo family yìí wọ́n ní first person tó máa wá sí ìlú Ìbò. Ní gbogbo ẹbí ẹ̀, ìwọ ni the only person tó tiẹ̀ break through tó tiẹ̀ kúrò nínú iṣẹ́.
Okay.
Ẹ̀bọ̀ ó ti mú ìyá àti bàbá ẹ̀ wá náà.
Chubbymii. I mean, Ejo, let's look at it from ká má ṣe àbòsí, ká má ṣe fracas. Let's look at it from a logical angle. So what is wrong in being the first person in your family to go abroad? Like, what is the issue there? That's question number one. Like, how is that a problem? And in every family, there's always someone who is, they call them
a breaker.
Yes. They call them either the Kiniko breaker. Some will say a generational breaker, Kiniko. So if she's the first person, then it's a testament that God grace, Akoi grace.
Good to her. God is good to her.
If she's still the first person
to break some difficult situation in her family.
So it means that Akoi grace.
That was a millionaire.
So I mean, how are we scoring? What point are we scoring really from that? Okay, let's take it further. And it's your as in the first in her family, Odeti Raleigh. Within the time to the Canada ye, Raleigh, our parents was it that same Canada. A feat that some people
more than twice.
Within short time.
Yes. A feat that some people who's been abroad for even decades.
20 years.
Parents Canada. I've been in the UK for like almost 15 years now, if not more than. Mo wá sunkún because I wanted to bring my mom, but she died. Ọlọ́run fún mi ní grace yẹn. Mo wá sunkún pé God, nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ ṣe fún ìyá mi tí mi ò rí ṣe tó fi kú. Mo sunkún gbà yẹn. Kì í ṣe pé mo sunkún pé mo fi as in gbé pé mo envy ẹ pé bóyá kíní o. Mo kàn wọ́n pé Ọlọ́run, and you did this for someone. Tí ìyá mi náà bá ti kú báyìí nísà, I would have brought her. I wanted that. So it's a grace that God did to her.
Èèyàn kan ló máa break us no family and it's not a cause. Èèyàn kan ló máa break. Ṣé wọ́n sọ fún àwa tí a dàgbà sí ni wọ́n sọ fún ẹ pé wọ́n sọ fún ẹ pé ìran wa generation wa orí wọn ló fi sọlẹ̀ sílùú yìí ni. Èbéyàn kan náà ló break ẹ̀ táwa náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí
Exactly.
tọ́jú wa.
Olówó tó tẹ̀lé
So
mọ́ mi ẹ̀ wá kàwé ní abroad. Brother mi 80,000 pounds loss every year 3 years lọ́mọ if you can invest in me.
so I'm saying that.
Àwọn
So
fools
what
ló
is
lísìn
the
táwọn people
logic?
yẹn, àwọn fools.
What is the logic behind presenting her as such? Because in a way, you are still glorifying God in her life. Because God, even in the Bible, God wani ó mú mi ní ó fà mí ní kinní kan, ó mú mi jókòó
Omi mi
sí
pápá oko tútù àbí
ó tu ọkọ mi lára, ó mú mi jókòó níjókòó àwọn ládéládé láwọn lọ́balọ́ba.
lọ́balọ́ba.
Pick me up from a married clay and set me up
Oh,
on a solid ground.
Set my feet
thank
on the solid
you. I
ground.
know, say you go sabi that Bible well. You know, say me, I not too sabi, but you get. So it is to the glory of God, really, because the way I see things really is different. Maybe because I am not from that world that they are projecting. So what exactly is the morale behind the Waluma call law abroad? Yeah, yes.
Èmi ò mọ̀
And
túmọ̀
she's
kan tún.
My sister, let her
and
check
she's
with
been in the
God.
Anita,
abroad.
welcome o.
Let her bring her child.
Ó dẹ̀
Then she
ó
can
dẹ̀
go.
ṣe dáadáa, kò kàn wá sílùú òyìnbó kó máa sáré kiri.
Exactly.
Àìmọye àwọn
Let
tó
her
wá
bring
Exactly.
sílùú
her own
òyìnbó tó pé
child.
ọdún mẹ́wàá wọn tí settle.
Ah,
Kábẹ̀tẹ̀
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
lọ bring ọmọ tiẹ̀ kó wá tún mú
mi ò
parents
ṣe
kan wá.
níjó.
Ká jẹ́ pé Tẹ́mi ní ọmọ tí
Tèmi
Exactly.
Nàìjíríà ní
tọ́pẹ́,
á ti
mo
rọ́mọ ẹ̀
ò
wọlé.
ṣe níjó.
Àní jealousy
Olúwa
ni.
pa
Olúwa
ẹ́
pa ẹ́
lẹ́rìn
lẹ́rìn
ayọ̀.
ayọ̀,
Ò
ò ṣe
ṣe
ní
níjó.
jó.
Tèmi
Ìwọ
tọ́pẹ́
ò
mi,
ṣe ní
ìwọ ò ṣe ní
dúpẹ́.
ìwọ ò ṣe
Ìwọ
ní
ò ṣe ní dúpẹ́.
dúpẹ́.
Olúwa
Olúwa
pa
pa
ẹ́
ẹ́
lẹ́rìn
lẹ́rìn
ayọ̀,
ayọ̀. Ò
ò
ṣe.
ṣe ní dúpẹ́.
As in,
Imagine.
kí ló
Ó
dé
gba
tí ò ní dúpẹ́?
citizenship. Ó gba everything.
Yes,
Kí ló
Kí
dé
ló
tí
o.
ò
dé
ní
tí ò ṣe
tọpẹ́?
ní dúpẹ́?
Ọrùn
Àìmọye
ẹ
àwọn ní
tọ́pẹ́ ó ju ọpẹ́
COS
lọ.
àwọn ní
I-
COS ní UK tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ iṣẹ́ ẹbẹ̀ mi lọ tẹ̀mí ń
e
lọ
get
sí díẹ̀.
why tí ìyá ẹ̀gàn fi sọ ní tèmi tọ́pẹ́
I'm
ó
telling
ju
you.
ọpẹ́ lọ.
Jí
So
ọmọ ẹ ti wà Nàìjíríà over 20 almost 15 years. Ó dẹ̀ ń sùn wọ́n jí o wá bí tó wà.
Ó dẹ̀ ń bọ́ sórí social media, ó ń lanu òun bá àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ.
Irú ìyàwó ni ẹ́. Orí ẹ̀
Ìyá tó ní ó fún lówó, ó gbowó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tó fi open shop fún. Ó tún mú ìyá ẹ̀ wá sílùú òyìnbó. Ìyá ẹ̀ tí wàá gbatẹ́gùn òyìnbó. Ó wá jẹun ọmọ nílùú òyìnbbó. Ó wá tọ́jú ọmọ nílùú
Àtìyá àti
òyìnbó.
bàbá ló mú wá o. Àtìyá àti
Àtìyá
bàbá.
àti bàbá ẹjọ́ kí ni achievement tó jù yẹn lọ fún ọmọ láti ṣe fún àwọn òbí ẹ̀, dream àwọn òbí ẹ̀.
ẹ
Nígbà
jọ
tí mo ṣe dream àwọn òbí wa pé káwọn ọmọ káṣà lọ ká lọ ṣe nǹkan ayọ̀, àwọn òbí wa tó bá tún wá join wa wọ́n wá ní luck, dream ńlá ni fún wọn.
tèmi Chubbymii. In fact, bá mi ṣe wow
ó
wow
dẹ̀ ẹ mọ̀ pé mo
wow.
ti gbàgbé pé mo lè ṣe látàárọ̀ ṣá.
As in wow
ọmọ màá dá mi lọ́rùn o. Tèmi
Irú
ká
òsì
lọ.
wo leléyìí?
Máa bá kẹ́
For
ẹ
my
lọ.
Tèmi tọ́pẹ́ abeg wow wow wow.
Wow.
Ẹ lọ. Tèmi
Ọlọ́run.
Ọmọ tó fi ń tọrọ ọmọ ni o.
olú
Àwọn
ọmọ ni ẹ́.
àlùbáríkà
Ọmọ tó fi ń tọrọ ọmọ.
tí ò ní fi Tèmi tọrẹ irú
Ó
oore
yẹ jẹ́ wá
Tèmi rí yẹn.
pàtẹ́wọ́ fún
Ọmọ tó fi ń
tèmi
tọrọ
Olú
ọmọ.
ọmọ máa dá mi lọ́rùn o. Tèmi tọ́pẹ́ máa bá ṣẹ́ rẹ̀ lọ.
Ọmọ tó fi ń tọrọ ọmọ.
Olú ọmọ máa dá mi
Ìyàwó tó
lọ́rùn
fi ń tọrọ ìyàwó.
Kò sí òbí tí ò ní fi irú oore Tèmi yẹn tí ò ní fi tọrẹ.
Láíláí.
Kò sí. Àwọn eléyìí wọn láyọ̀.
wá ọ̀tá wà nínú kíní ẹja pé orí sí tèmi tọ́pẹ́.
Àwọn sẹ́ẹ̀tì wọn ò láyọ̀. Gbogbo wọn
Tèmi
tó jọ
tọ́pẹ́, this is all for you.
wọn ò láyọ̀.
Àìtí ìṣetán pẹ̀lú anti-extremist o. Ayé ń gbọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ o. Shout out to Tèmi Tọ́pẹ́ wey dey run things. They no dey see you o. Everything dey okay with Liam Alomowumi. We hail you o Tèmi Tọ́pẹ́. Ọmọ Olúwa will never shame you. So, Tèmi Tọ́pẹ́ ṣe rere ó tún gbà ràdà. You doing well o my sister. Ó ṣe rere ni mo fi kún ẹ lé o.
worldwide.
Tèmi Tọ́pẹ́ ó ṣe rere ó tún gbà ràdà. You're doing well o Tèmi Tọ́pẹ́. Ó ṣe rere mo fi kún ẹ lé o. Ó kú iṣẹ́ o. Tèmi ṣe dáadáa.
Ó ṣe dáadáa.
Tèmítọ́pẹ́ ṣe dáadáa.
Ó ṣe dáadáa.
Ó ṣe dáadáa. Tèmítọ́pẹ́ ṣe dáadáa. Ó ṣe dáadáa. Tèmítọ́pẹ́ ṣe dáadáa.
Ó ṣe dáadáa.
Ó ṣe dáadáa.
Ó ṣe dáadáa.
Ó ṣe dáadáa.
Ṣe dáadáa. Ó ṣe dáadáa.
Ṣé o?
Kárí ọmọ kan ò lè mú wọlé láti
You are
over 10
doing
years.
well.
Over 10 years kò lè mú ọmọ kan wọlé. Ó
You
wá
are
bí
doing well.
Tèmítọ́pẹ́ tó ti káwọn ìyá àti bàbá ẹ̀ wọlé bí ẹ̀ẹ̀mejì ẹ̀mẹ́ta within 3 years.
So
Shame on you.
tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá tí
ó gba resident.
tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá tí gbọ́ tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá tí gbọ́.
Verity ṣe fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ kẹ́ bọ́lẹ̀ ní àbí ẹ fẹ́ máa enjoy show lọ́nà.
Okay.
Ẹ káàsán.
I just want to put echoes everybody my manners. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Just a quick one. I want to just put my voice towards something about throwback analysis. I think I was hearing some clips about all this nonsense analysis. But I just want to ask a question, like, for those people doing the analysis, is it throwback from negative to positive or from positive to negative? Because
At least it's not regressive,
example,
right?
Yeah. So to me, because if it is from negative to positive, like for example, maybe our examples don't wash out. Yeah, if you're going to people, you're doing your good. Once you clear out, so that means from negative to positive.
It's a positive,
Okay,
yes.
CEO and Ninja.
Mi ẹ pàtẹ́wọ́, ó yẹ kẹ́ pàtẹ́wọ́.
Ẹ má bínú.
Chubbymii ò kí ń lo àwọn effect yẹn.
Ẹjọ́ o.
Kò tí Chubbymii ló do freedom náà.
So and also like èèyàn tí ò nílé tẹ́lẹ̀, tó wá dẹ̀ di ẹni tó nílé, èèyàn tí ò nílé ní maybe like 4 years ago tó dẹ̀ tó nílé ní diaspora. So I think the person is moving from negative to positive. So because to me it actually reflects a positive progression, and that's one thing about this life. And I always say something: if you're in a group of people, or if you're in a place whereby you're not making a positive impact, or you're not actually progressing forward positively, I think you have to check yourself, or you have to reanalyze yourself, because if you don't go backward, don't retrogress. Ó yẹ ká fi okùn so irú àwọn èèyàn báyẹn ní apá àti ẹsẹ̀.
Ká lọ fọrí wọn nínú odò tó ń ṣàn.
Kọ́ọ̀tì ẹ̀ tó fọ̀ wọ́n lórí, ká kọ́kọ́ rù wọ́n lọ sí orí òkè Olúwa, dandan ni kó bá mi ṣe kíákíá, So nǹkan tí mi kò fẹ́ put out there yẹn ṣe ti gbọ́. So ẹ̀ka ìbọ̀dí máa jayé lọ.
Yes, ma.
Tèmi
Tèmítọ́pẹ́ yìí òun làbí gbẹ̀yìn àwọn òbí ẹ̀ o.
nínú CCTV.
Tèmítọ́pẹ́ làbí gbẹ̀yìn àwọn òbí ẹ̀ o. Ṣọ́yẹ yín bẹ́yẹn. Tèmítọ́pẹ́ tó sọ yìí, òun tún ní àbí gbẹ̀yìn àwọn òbí ẹ̀ o.
Okay, fẹ́yìn tẹ́ tún wá mọ ìtànnú Báíbù, ẹ wá jẹ́ ká gbé lọ sí ìtàn Joseph nínú Báíbù.
Béèrè sísá mi, béèrè.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ká wọnú ẹ̀mí lọ.
Even David.
So Joseph náà ni last born nínú àwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí. Wọ́n tà á sóko ẹrú gan-an. Wọ́n tà á sóko ẹrú. So nínú ibẹ̀ yẹn ni Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ti gbé sókè. A nígbà tí mo sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé kí orúkọ Ọlọ́run kó lè di gbígbé ga. Òun ni gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Because yes, ó rò pé òun drag Tèmi ni, but actually you are extolling the goodness of God in her life. Honey, when I think of the goodness of Jesus and all he has done for me, my very soul will shout hallelujah, praise God for blessing. As in, it's like kéèyàn máa bẹ́ẹ̀ list àwọn your shortcomings, but we are now seeing that over the years you are moving. Then anytime I first sorrow, because mo mọ̀ pé àwọn kan go. Hello, èló gangan lówó tán dá fún Ọmọwùnmí, because anytime I ní aṣọ bówó Mohbad náà ni. Ṣé 10 million naira náà fi ń ra lé ní Canada? Are you joking? So ó jìnnà síra wọn gan, ó jìnnà síra, kò ń ṣowó Mohbad. Àmọ́ gbogbo nǹkan adùn ṣe bí nǹkan tọ́lọ́run bá lọ́wọ́ sí kò sí. It's been God and God all through. So kò dẹ̀ sẹ́ni tọ́lọ́run ò ṣe fún. Àfẹ́ni tó bá ní tòun ò tó, ìwọ tó bá dẹ̀ ní tí ẹ ò tó, tó lọ́bọ́lọ́ ń sọ. But on this angle, at this place, we're still thanking God for Temi's life and all the progress she has recorded so far. Adúpẹ́ pé kò ń ṣe bí tí wọ́n fojú sí ní 2024 ló sì tún wà ní 2026 ọ̀nà ògbàbẹ̀. So ẹ̀yin náà ṣì wà in the past. Ọlọ́run ti move Tèmítọ́pẹ́ mi, ó ti move ẹ̀ forward. Ẹ bá mi yin Olúwa lógo.
Ògo. Ògo nílé ayọ̀.
Hallelujah.
Ẹ jẹ́ a continue ní iṣẹ́ tí Ọlọ́run gbélé wa lọ́wọ́ yìí ká parí ẹ̀.
She's better looking than all of you put together.
Àṣírí ìbéèrè
ni. So èmi kúrò nínú àwọn ọ̀dẹ̀ bíi tiyín. Let me enlighten you a little bit about ìlú tó ń pè náà. I'm going to make it really brief. Ìlú tó ń pè ní Australia.
Ṣé mo tún gbà sẹ́yìn?
This country, if you want to bring a child into this country, you have two options. The first one is either you bring a child who becomes a liability that you then have to pay their school fees and support them, because here school fees.
Mo like ó agree pé ọmọ yẹn máa jẹ́ liability fóun ni. Ó agree no. Good job, girl.
Canada in terms of school 3,500-4,000. Now to empower that child, one of the gifts.
Kò tiẹ̀ sí school kan téèyàn lè lọ ní 3,000-4,500 wọn.
Káti ẹ̀ ní 2 naira gan ni. Káti ẹ̀ ní 2 naira.
Ọmọ mi wà lábẹ́ mi. Tó bá ti jẹ́ tó ọmọ mi wà lábẹ́ mi ó dẹ̀ ń lọ. Okay.
You can give to the child is that if they have a first degree before coming into Australia, when they come in here, they have a higher chance. When they're doing a master's, within 2-3 years, Omoyele settle down. The school fees go split almost times 10. No, if you cut down. So do I pay any by him?
So tí ọmọ ò bá ní first degree kó tó wá sí Australia, kò lè settle down within 2-3 years. Settle down, Sibo. So you are telling us that pé ọmọ ẹ̀ ò lè bẹ̀. Àníkàn tí sí ìdí sọ yẹn bóyá torí ẹ̀ ni. Torí èmi ò rógun ṣàlàyé tó yìí. Ó yá.
School for a year ní $25,000. Mi ò lè ná 25. Mi ìfà pẹ̀lú owó school o, pẹ̀lú accommodation o, pẹ̀lú kíní o ní Naija tó wà. Mi lè lọ 10 million. Mo ná ju àríró ẹ̀rí in a year. Bí àti fooding àti gbogbo ẹ̀, màá ná close to 13 or 15 million.
Bàbá tó bímọ fún ni. Tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n nìkan ló ń ṣírò bùkátà lórí ara ẹnìkan.
Pé fún brother mi tó wà bí £18,000. He pays every year 3 years for university as an international student. Imagine. And pẹ̀lú gbogbo ẹnu ẹ̀. So tó bá tiẹ̀ ní $50,000 níbẹ̀, you can't pay for your child. Iṣẹ́ òṣìwò ló wá ṣe níbi tó wà. Ó wá ń wọ ẹnu sí tó. Má bọ̀ fún wa. Má bọ̀ fún wa. Ó for more than 10 years I know see mommy. What sort of a mother are you?
10 years I know see mommy. Again, remember my boy was disconnected. What am I doing like that? Remember, I'm a continue to remember again. Mommy Desiree. Mommy Desiree yẹ ti gùn ké o yẹ mi.
Private school ọmọ mi lọ níbi boarding house. Àwọn èèyàn ń gbọ́ ọmọ wá láti Nàìjíríà. £47,000 every year.
Dáadáa. Ẹ má bínú mo ní ẹbí tí ọmọ ẹ̀ school níbi ẹ má bínú Mommy Desiree ẹ bá. mo ní ẹbí tó ń lọ sí school bíbá káàṣì ni wọ́n ń sọ wọ́n mo ń bọ̀ fẹ́ mi tẹ̀lé káàṣì ni wọ́n ń sọ wọ́n ṣe dọ́là sí náírà wọ́n ṣe náírà sí dọ́là ní ó fi ìṣòwò ọmọ tó lọ sí school níbí báyìí.
47,000
ọmọ tó lọ school níbí báyìí.
wọ́n sọ fún yẹn wọ́n send owó láti Nàìjíríà wà tó àwọn
ẹjọ tó ní Ọlọ́run ọmọ tèmi ọmọ ọkùnrin tèmi ní
oníwọ̀dà jù wá lórí ẹ̀ ti dà.
tẹ bá ní PR yín is 8,000 but international student wọ́n pọ̀ ní church mi over 20,000 ni wọ́n ń san over 20,000 ni wọ́n ń san ní session àbí ní semester jàre àbí kí ni mò ń sọ ọmọ ìjọ tó rọ ní Canada lọ ti ń san 3,000 mi rò bóyá bí àwọn swakanshan àbí kí ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀.
àwọn tàgálà tó wà lórí platform ẹ̀ àwọn ló fún ẹ̀.
woman Benin kan ní chọ́ọ̀chì mi tó pé ó ní òṣì ló ta òun ní àti Benin táwọn pé inú yàrá kan ni òun àti ọgbà àwọn bíi mẹ́wàá ń sùn. pé wọ́n wá introduce ẹ̀ síṣẹ́ aṣẹ́wó ní Italy wọ́n wá fẹ́ gba wọ́n ti mú wọlé wọ́n wá mú gba UK so gbàtọ́dé UK kò lè wọ Italy straight so wọ́n ní kó sì dúró ibi tọ́mọ yẹn ṣáà ti já rẹ̀ nìyẹn tó ti sá mọ́ ọ lọ́wọ́ nìyẹn tó ti lọ wọ́n ṣáà rí mú ó ṣáà dúró sí UK Ọlọ́run ṣáà dúró torí kì í ṣe ìfẹ́ inú ẹ̀ ló ṣe fẹ́ lọ ṣaṣẹ́wó ń bẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ṣáà dúró sí UK yẹn ó lọ bí ó bá lọ declare rẹ̀ ní home office pé wọ́n traffic òun ni so Ọlọ́run ṣáà kò tí ì ju bóyá before lẹ́dí ẹ̀dẹ̀ ní 2 children àwọn ọmọ tó wà ní secondary school ní wọn ní Nàìjíríà kò tí tó 4 years or 5 years nísìn àwọn ọmọ woman yẹn àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ méjèèjì wọ́n ti wọlé international students ni wọ́n fi wọlé tó wá ń ṣe secondary school ní bíbá yìí woman yẹn ló ń sanwó wọn iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe òun ló fi ń san owó àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ láti Nàìjíríà ti kó àwọn ọmọ méjì.
wọ́n kà láti ṣe findings ọkọ tó wà máa bọ́ síta sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n ti.
àwọn ọmọ méjì.
ọlọ́run báwọn ti ń jò sí lòun bá sọ̀rọ̀.
àwọn ọmọ méjì.
àwọn jàkálà ni ó wà níbẹ̀ yẹn for over 10 years o lè mọ ọmọ ẹ wọlé dẹ́yìn kọ́ máa fẹ́
ọwọ́ ń sọ fún wa ọwọ́ ń ṣàlàyé fún wa.
you are nobody kókó sì lọ.
you are nobody.
ó wá ń ṣàlàyé.
ṣé ọkọ ẹ̀ tó wà lọ́tẹ̀ ló bí fún yín.
a wà ń bẹ̀ màá máa sùn màá máa jí tí mi ní mọ̀ kọ́ tó ń jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ you are very sick ẹ̀yàn kọ́ ló sick you are.
very sick very sick wọ́n ló fẹ́ máa kú ìgbà
so àbúrò mi ló wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn àbúrò mi wá ń fepo sí.
epo wo ló ń fi sí.
family yìí wọ́n ní first person tó máa wá sí ìlú òyìnbó ní gbogbo ẹbí ẹ̀ ìwọ ni the only person tó tiẹ̀ break through tó tiẹ̀ ó sá kúrò nínú ìṣẹ́. àbúrò mi ó nídìí táwọn family ọkọ ẹ̀ ò ṣe fẹ́ fojú rí ẹ̀ náà.
achievement ni fún
pé
ó wá sí ìlú òyìnbó.
ilé wa sọ̀rọ̀ ṣe wá fi kó ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ kan.
ó yà kọ́ fún wa.
ẹ ń ṣe eré ní àbúrò mi ìwà táwọn wèrè kẹta.
ṣé àwọn fámìlì ọkọ tiẹ̀ rí ẹ.
ṣé ti rí rísì tó yẹ jẹ́ pé kò ṣe pé máa tọ́ bá máa fún tẹ́mi wọ̀ kí wọ́n ní ẹ ń ṣe eré ní àbúrò mi ìwà àtàwọn wèrè tẹ́jọ wà lọ́dún ẹ̀. so that's the reason wọ́n kó jẹ́ tẹ́mi gan lóyè ń dárúkọ gan bọ́ tó ti pè wá sí i ó béèrè ọ̀rọ̀ ní oníṣàǹṣe èrè ni a ṣe èrè Ọlọ́run bá ń gbọ́ gbogbo bá ṣe ti sórí sani ìwọ gangan ni mò ń rí gangan díẹ̀ náà ẹ̀ bọ́ mi ò tiẹ̀ tí lè conclude náà torí o ti pèrè ní kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan mi ìfẹ́ kan mi láìkí máa fi bú ara búyàn tó ti gbọ́ ọwọ́ òtórí ẹ jẹ́ àmà gbọ́.
Chubbymii ẹ má máa sọ pé ó pèrè ní kankan extremist kan she's trying to bring Temi down. She's not an extremist. Eléyìí tó ń ṣe yẹn ó fẹ́ wọ́ ṣe tó fẹ́ ẹni tó bá ṣe pé mi ṣe yìí.
ẹ bá wa pè ní nǹkan tó ń jẹ òun ló pèrè ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ́ ẹ ṣèbó ń jẹ oúnjẹ sápá ṣé extremist tó jẹ́ ṣèbó ó fi ń dẹ́rù bà rẹ̀ nínà.
Ṣé nígbà tó wà lọ́dọ̀ wọn ayé ṣó lẹ́nu ọ̀rọ̀ má ṣàǹfààní ẹ wo mú ti lo tala náà ẹ jẹ́ ń jókòó ń jẹ́ kórìí máa.
ẹ mọ̀ kan tó dẹ̀ wá fọ́ni ni pé mo sọ mo ní mi mọ gẹ́ọ̀ yìí gan gbà tó wà nínú àwọn kìíní bẹ́ẹ̀
bí kẹ́ fojú ẹ̀ hàn mà bo ó fojú ẹ̀ hàn èèmọ̀.
Mi ì mọ̀ rárá.
Bully Temi. Bully Temi now. You come for Temi, you come for everybody. You pé fracas tẹ̀ ṣe lórí Facebook ó gbà yẹn ni. Ẹ̀yin onídọ̀tí. Ẹ bá Google Stratford fight, wọ́n wà ń bẹ̀. Ẹ máa rí wọn àyín tẹ̀ lójú tì.
ṣe bí bsb àbí ilé tó ń ta cream ṣe bí òun ló ń gbé wá sí London nígbà yẹn ṣé ó rówó plane àbí rówó kí train tí wọ́n wọ̀ ní London gbà yẹn láti Australia ṣé rówó plane wá sí ni tó ń ṣòṣì.
Àbábìkẹ́jà kò lè mú wa sọ́wọ́ Àbábìkẹ́jà.
Àbábìkẹ́jà o.
ṣe bí ìwọ benevolence wọn láyé lẹ́yìn tó ti fi ó dàbí bẹ̀nẹ̀ ill. So ilé ti sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí sẹ́yìn. So this is just to see where the trigger starts from. Because whether you like it or not, they would then go on their platform and be like, kílódé, Tofi Thomasy, kílódé, Tofi Kiniko. How did we even get here? Before I go to the next video, how did we get here? Now, when I left them and I started doing my thing, my platform started growing, they didn't like it. And Aburomi continued to carry my show. They will play it there, they will analyze it, they recruit.
Abefe Makparo, that is not how we got it. How we got here, it started from Anita. Anita ni gbogbo kini ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Then, ó bọ́ sí ọ̀rọ̀ pé somebody did guarantor for Anita. Adenduro lórí àwọn kan dẹ̀ support pé Anita máa ṣe nonsense tó ṣe lọ. But àwa kan sọ pé no, wọn ò lè máa treat ẹni tó dúró as guarantor fún Anita. Kọ́ máa treat ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Ẹni ẹ̀dẹ̀ ni òun fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn mọ our own side of the story pé bọ́ ṣe threaten òun lẹ́yìn pé òun fẹ́ pariwo síta òun fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ síta káwọn èèyàn lè mọ side of our own story. Ngbà tó dẹ̀ tó dẹ̀ wá síbẹ̀ tó fẹ́ wá sọ̀rọ̀ they unblocked everybody so that kò ní dàbí pé wọ́n jẹ́ kéèyàn kan wá sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n jẹ́ kéèyàn kan wá sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n ní kí gbogbo wọn máa bọ̀ but they refused to. But Anita ó tan life enjoy òun náà dẹ̀ explain her own part lórí life ẹ̀. Pinky àtàwọn subordinate ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe nonsense ló ń gbé apá sí tan ló ń gbé irin sápá. Anita then mo rántí pé wọlé lẹ́ẹ̀kan bíbá rántí láti block page yìí oṣù tí gbọ́ kó má sọ pé mọ̀mọ́ ò já sí bíbá because ó mọ̀ pé life mi ni kó tó já sí. So Pinky lọ wá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ nípa àwọn lápá nìtàn àwọn lè ṣọ míwàá kíní Pinky kò lè fún wàrà bọ̀ tó lè dá wàrà nù ni. Wọn ọ̀dẹ̀ wá nìyẹn gbà tó dẹ̀ máa dijọ́ kejì Pinky àtàwọn subordinate wọ́n dẹ̀ make it all about Temi. They made everything about Temi. And everybody thought they feel pé àwọn ní beef pẹ̀lú Temi started coming out and started yarning nonsense. Started yarning the same story tàti ń gbọ́ láti how many years tàti wà lórí TikTok yìí. Wọ́n dẹ̀ continue láti máa yan gbogbo ariwo tó wá pa gbogbo nǹkan tí gbogbo wọn sọ nísìnyí. Okay, níbo ló take wọn? Kí ló fún wọn? Kí ló add to their pocket? Nothing. Then ìkejì ẹ̀ òòṣà gymist ó wá pè ẹ́ ó lóun ló wá pè gbogbo yín pé kẹ́ máa bọ̀ pé kọ́ wá wọ ẹlẹ́yà yín níta ìpẹ́ tí ń jà.
But even sorry Chubbymii, even as at the time Osha called her, because from what I heard I didn't see the show. It was just cruise and vibe with a touch of inshallah, which is allowed. You get, you can cruise, you can vibe. But it was from abefe that the whole thing escalated.
Oh no,
Really.
ni mo yí ba lọ́bẹ̀.
So okay, maybe when you finish, because she started from saying that Benet said something, and that's how they used to start. However, whatever Benet had said was in response to what she said initially, but all of a sudden she's making it sound like, oh, Benet just woke up.
And wait, she's even okay. Emma be not just then according to the gbogbo yín come together, because as at that time Osha náà sọ pé ẹ̀yin méjèèjì ń jà ó ní bọ̀ tìgbà tóun gbọ́ gbogbo kìíní lòun náà tẹ̀sí ti sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ pé òun fẹ́ gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣẹlẹ́yà inú àwọn dúpẹ́ ìṣẹlẹ́yà wọ́n lè pe King White ò dá yín lóhùn pé you know what, I don't want to be part of this. Nígbà tó bá máa
wọ́n pe Tọ́lá ní wọ́n pẹ́ mẹ́fẹ́.
nígbà tí gbẹ̀dẹ̀ pé gbogbo tí gbogbo yín wà bẹ́ẹ̀, and I will continue to say this, it is okay, you can see anything on social media, but when it now become pé ẹ wá mọ̀mọ́ máa come fún èèyàn yẹn personally just because of nǹkan tẹ̀tí ní pẹ̀lú ẹ̀, that's where the problem is, and that is what you guys started. Nobody started this. Kò sẹ́yìn ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan tó start ilé, ẹ̀yin lẹ start ẹ̀, because ẹ lè hold jealousy tẹ̀ni, ẹ lè hatred yẹn gbénu ìtẹ́ pé you want to ẹ fẹ́ gbé gbogbo ẹ̀ sí tẹ̀, ṣàfẹ́ ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tó wà lọ́wọ́ yín, ẹ ṣàfẹ́ já ìfẹ́ káwọn èèyàn yẹn ti tẹ̀mí ṣẹ́rí ká ní pé mi nìyí ni mature level ká lè mi nìyí ni, even if I decide to turn life and listen to this, máa kọ́ walk away from it ni. Ọkì tí ẹ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé mi ò gbọ́ wàláì, àwọn èèyàn máa fún yín níyì ju orí burúkú tẹ̀ ń ṣe yìí lọ, ju nonsense tẹ̀ ń ṣe yìí lọ, because wọ́n á wò pé wọ́n gbọ́gùn kí ló kàn mí, gbà tí ó bá ti ní pé any personal kini, and you said you are an extremist, maybe that's why you cannot let it go, you cannot let him go, whatever it is, however it is, whatever, you think that what you have done the first time or when you left, people are going to move with you, but ó dùn ẹ́ pé àwọn èèyàn follow, àwọn èèyàn tẹ̀lé ẹ, ó dùn ẹ́ pé people are still, regardless of anything, wọ́n ìdúró ti tèmi, òun la fi bára wa ń bi tá wà yìí, because if not ni kò yẹ ká débi báyìí rárá, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kò kún ẹ, kò gbábi kọ́kọ́ kún ẹ rárá, but make it all about you guys. Bí ẹni pé ní wọ́n dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ royal nìyẹn, ọ̀rọ̀ royal is not you are not royal. Yẹmi fúnra rẹ̀ ló wá tẹ síìtì lórí Temi's platform, ló wá rojọ́ ń bẹ̀. Tábàdé even gan tó bá yẹ pa sọ bóyá sábà tiẹ̀ sọ pé bóyá ẹ dá sí, a lè ní yes àwọn ex-sister náà dá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn orí platform wọn lọ ti sọ, ṣé wọ́n wá bú ẹ nínú gbogbo nǹkan tó ti sọ? Ṣọ́ni ọ̀dẹ̀ làbẹ̀fẹ́, ẹ̀rí pé orí àbẹ̀fẹ́ ó pè bí àfẹ́fẹ́ ṣe dá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, ẹ̀rí pé gbàtà àbẹ̀fẹ́ máa sọ orúkọ báyìí, ẹ̀rí pé ọgbọ́n àtẹ́lẹsẹ̀, ọgbọ́n tó ọpọlọ orí ẹ̀ tó wà látẹ́lẹsẹ̀ ló fi sọ, kò lo number 6 ẹ̀ tó wà lókè. Wọ́n sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Nobody played your show on that platform. But it's just because of that nǹkan tó yìí ṣe ẹ́, inú ni bí ni jealousy tó wà nù ẹ tó kọ ṣàfẹ́ express òun dẹ̀ ló ti express, and nobody is holding you back. Nobody is telling you no. So mama sọ pé ibi tá ti débi báyìí ni pé one pressure. No, that was not what happened. You guys made the whole thing you and make it pé it is you gangan, and she did not come for you guys. She did not.
Ó tẹ̀ máa fẹ́ ó máa ní kọ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ wọn lórí.
Yes, tó máa sọ ni pé kọ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ wọn, kọ́ máa play wọn, tó bá jọ́jọ́ wọn gan. Nígbà tí ẹ má bínú, nígbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ Mariam yẹn gan ṣẹlẹ̀ tó ṣe jẹ́ pé orí ọ̀dọ̀ wọn tó wọ́n ní no èmi gan mo rántí pé dà pé mo ti ní ká play wọn kí tẹ́mi no wọn fẹ́ wà lóhun wọn fẹ́ wà láò a dẹ̀ play wọn lórí ibẹ̀.
They were abused, they would do all sorts, and that's okay.
That's a lie, Abefe. That's a lie.
Let her bring her proof. Ẹni kò mú proof bẹ̀ jáde. Ibi tí wọ́n ti bu, wọ́n ti throw sub sí, kò mú jáde.
Resolution. Adefe ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lọ.
Ṣé ti gbọ́ ṣe pé kò tí sọ̀rọ̀ Yẹmi yẹn sì tí mo fi sọ. Yẹmi fúnra Bísímìdà tó bá wà níbí by comment.
Ẹni yìí ń pa pẹ́ńpẹ́ irọ́.
Bísímìdà tó bá wà níbẹ̀. Anísẹ̀ nígbà tá à ń gbọ́rọ̀ Yẹmi jọ yẹn ni wọ́n lọ bá Yẹmi lórí platform àwọn kan lọ bá pé àwọn Temi's platform èmi nìkan ṣe pé mo yìí sọ̀rọ̀ kìíní ẹ̀ èmi nìkan ni mi support Yẹmi lórí platform wa èmi nìkan ni mi support Yẹmi lórí platform wa nígbà tí Yẹmi dẹ̀ ló wá tẹ sí ojú tí bá sọ fún yín pé ọ̀rọ̀ Abefe ò lè move me from here to there ẹ̀yin èèyàn tó yẹ pé wà lórí platform ẹ lè rí pé this is just irọ́ this is just nǹkan tó ń sọ látàárọ̀ sórí irọ́ tó pa yìí ó ti ṣó pé you are just a liar. Èmi nìkan tẹ́ bá rántí gbà tí Yẹmí wá kò sí wo Mr. Pata àti host wọ́n fojú mi hàn ṣégbè ìjọ tàwọn yìí mi ìdá wọn lóhùn I almost forsake that mi ìdá wọn lóhùn mo mute pàtó níbẹ̀ ni mo ní kíni mi ò ní support Yẹmí sẹ́ Yẹmí came by herself that she could support Yẹmí abẹ́fẹ́ wo àníṣe ó dàbí pé Ọlọ́run rí kùn mí nígbà tí mo sọ pé mo ti feed ẹ̀yin méjèèjì rí mi ní bá yín go to that level ó dà pé Ọlọ́run ti rí mi kó tó jẹ́ kí n sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé on my own kíní tẹ̀ ń gbé tẹ̀ ń rojọ́ lé lórí but ní orí ti tẹ́mi yìí tẹ bá fi pé màmá ṣùkì ẹnu mi sí báyìí kó bú mi dọ̀tún làmẹ́jọ kó lọ gbé ìyá mi tó ti wà nínú kòtò tó ti kọjá 10 years kó lọ gbé òkú ẹ kó lọ snap picture kó wá mú story yìí tó bá fẹ́ lọ́mọ kó lọ́mọ lórí I will not move from here today but lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tèmi ń bà ó yá continue ó parọ́ kú.
Again, mo ignore mo wá dúró pé ọjọ́ ìjà
abẹ́fẹ́ irọ́ pa ẹ́.
The woman that she used to curse on us and curse on our children ìgbà tó wá jà. We all went on Osha's show unplanned. I woke up that morning in Mobile Tija, Mosha Nobi, Asha Cruz, wrote me a Tija, show ton. And it officially do what she shaking it. Níbi tá ti sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, wèrè kan òpònú arin de kan ṣe ti rán ọmọ náà, wèrè kan tó yin e dàbí. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ bóyá pé look at my dentition.
Wo yin.
Ìwọ Cindy yin e ó ṣe bí.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ jẹ́ lọ wá photo Cindy wa. Na ko photo Cindy kan wà nta. Ẹ jẹ́ wá photo ẹ jọ̀ọ́ abẹ́fẹ́ ló fẹ́ yín ẹ̀hùn mi kọ́ mo fẹ́ yín ẹ̀hùn don't come for me ìwọ ló fẹ́ yín ẹ̀hùn ó dẹ̀ lẹ́yìn Cindy rí bákan o don't come for me ẹ jẹ́ máa bá yín play lọ́kìn lọ́ fi wá nǹkan tí mo máa wá.
Bóyá ọkọ tó ń fẹ́ yẹn tó parọ́ kó máa nù bóyá bàbá yẹn ló fún ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ níwájú eyín yẹn nígbà tó rí pé olóńṣòṣì ó wà ń lé ọkọ òun dóko kiri wọn mọ̀ òṣì yìí tó ń pè ní Cindy. Ó wà ní ọkọ òun ṣòṣì kiri tí bàbá yẹn fi padà kú má wọrí mo ìmọ̀ dọ́dọ̀ tí ìwọ ó dàn.
Okay, how low can you go? Ó ní ó wà ní ọkọ ó ń dóko kiri tí ọkọ ẹ̀ fi. How low can you go now? Tell us how low you can go. Sherry, ó dà pé ìgbàgbé àti stupidity máa ń ṣe.
Chubbymii, sorry, you actually missed a part. Okay. And that's where she needs to pick a struggle. Ọkọ tó parọ́ pé ó máa ń lù ẹ́ yẹn bóyá òun ló fún ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ léyìn I mean ó ti ló parọ́ pé ó lù ó ti ló máa ń lù ó tún ló tún fún lẹ́ṣẹ̀ léyìn ṣó máa ó parọ́ ni àbó ń lù lóòótọ́ which one ẹ̀gàn pé kórin má dùn sẹ́ Ọlọ́run èmi ò wá láti wá ṣe fracas o but I'm only here to point out certain things.
That British, so, she's pushing us there. She's pushing us to do fracas with her.
I know I'm not doing fracas. I'm not.
We are not going to do fracas, but no.
I'm only pointing things out because now, okay, I mean, follow story, and I didn't watch her when she was live, so this is an opportunity for me to follow. So if you say that èwo ló witness àbí èwo ni kí n dìmú.
èwo ni ká mú dání.
Because èmi fẹ́ mọ̀, like I'm mentally following this through, like I'm painting a mental picture. So if you first paint a mental picture to me that she lied, mo ti kọ́kọ́ grab yẹn, then ó tún ló wù lẹ́sẹ̀ lóyún, then madam mi lórí irú.
Kíkún ọ̀jáde tẹ́lẹ̀ mọ́ Cindy gan kò. Báwo ló ṣe wá rẹ yìí Cindy torí.
Cindy released a video that I saw, lovely. Ọmọ tó wà.
Oh, beautiful darling.
Àti iwájú àtẹ̀yìn ọmọ mi loaded.
Come compare yourself down. Cindy tẹ dá sọ̀rọ̀ kíni bọ̀ lórí eléyìí.
Okay. A fẹ́ wo eyín àwọn méjèèjì ẹjọ́ ẹ̀yin èèyàn ẹ má ẹ má ṣojo.
Biased. Ká má wà biased. Ó yẹ.
Ẹ má God bless you. Okay. Mo máa rewind ẹ̀. Ibi tó ti fẹ́ yín ìta rẹ̀ náà.
Kò sí èbú tí òkú wa ń bí tán.
A máa wo eyín àwọn méjèèjì.
Mo ìgbìmọ̀ ẹ̀mọ́ wọn dúró pé ọjọ́ ìjà yín bọ̀, ọjọ́ tẹ bá jà. So when Aburomi and President, the woman that she used to curse on us and curse on our children, àtọwọ́ jà.
The woman she used, ṣé wọ́n ń lo àwọn yẹn fi kọ́ọ̀sì ni? Mo ń bọ̀ nù. Ibẹ̀ kọ́ là ń lọ.
Unplanned. I woke up that morning, mo gbọ́ pọ̀ ti jà. Mo ṣáà lọ bí aṣáà kúrò. Aburomi ẹ ti jà tó tán. Ẹni tó fi ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dúdú. Ó ti ṣe kíní kan níbi tá a ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn wèrè kan òpònú arìndì kan ṣe ti rí ọmọ náà wèrè kan tó yín ẹ̀ dàbí.
Ok ẹ má wà bàyàzó ó máa pẹ́ díẹ̀ kí n tó get kíní torí pé kíní mi ẹ má bínú ṣe pé ní host ni mí. Ok mo pa kámẹ́rà ní àbí mo ti tàn báyìí. Ok mo á máa yọ effect kúrò mo ń bọ̀ ẹ má bínú effect 0. Okay. Okay, ẹjọ Cindy rè o.
See my babe now. Haba. Doll. She's a doll.
Ṣé ti rí eyín Cindy?
Age group ni wọ́n 45.
Ẹjọ ṣé ti rí eyín Cindy?
And she has gap.
Cindy ju Abẹ́fẹ́ lọ o.
Òun ṣe máa 45 ni wọ́n á tó ṣá.
Ẹ wo eyín Abẹ́fẹ́.
Ṣẹ́rí.
Ewe.
Òun ni lẹ́wọ́ ló ṣe
òun ló sọ o.
You cannot even go and do. What is it that they put you in? Kí tó sẹ́yìn àwọn ọmọdé yìí.
Òun ló ní kàtàkàtà báyìí.
Kí ló tó lọ pé kí ní tẹ́lẹ̀?
Cindy ju Abẹ́fẹ́ lọ.
Ẹjọ́ kí ló máa ń fi sẹ́yìn yẹn láti correct eyín? Go and correct your teeth. Go and put on braces.
Ẹ wo eyín Cindy.
Àwọn ọmọ tó ṣe fine.
And Cindy, when Cindy said she was 45, money running.
45.
Money Cindy, money running, sir.
Ọmọ bó ṣe fine.
Ọmọ 5 years old.
Nínú ìrìn àjò tá à ń bá lọ yìí láláṣẹ experiment o. Don't come for me o. Don't come for me o.
Family meeting là ń ṣe o.
Analysis là ń ṣe o. Ìwọ ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Don't come for me o.
Mi ti wá mọ láìfù yìí ṣe jù mí lọ báyìí.
I swear.
You don't become my senior for going live.
How you able to switch now?
How you able to switch? How you able to switch from video to effect to kini kori gbogbo kini yẹn ṣe àbí káwọn ní àwọn nǹkan wá máa ká mi mú.
Go and do setting of the.
Mo máa ń tẹ gbogbo bọ́tì níbí báyìí ni o. Gbọ́ tẹ ní kí n clap mo ti gbàgbé pé èèyàn máa ń ju clap fún mi. Èmi gan yìí máa ń tẹ gbogbo ẹ̀ kí tó gẹ̀ẹ́sì ẹ̀ ní ó yá ẹ jẹ́ continue family analysis àtẹ bá rí ìtàn ọmọdé yéèbò.
Má lọ síbẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n.
Ó yá ẹ jẹ́ continue. Òun ló bèrè òun ló sọ o òun ló ní ká ṣe teeth analysis o. No come for me o. Ó yá níbo la dé bí báyìí sí.
Ó lọ sọ́dọ̀ Anita wọ́n lé ẹ.
Ok ti tèmi ló jẹ́ àǹsáré gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ tán. Ok àti parí ilé. Ok lè la gbọ́dọ̀ níbí báyìí la wà.
That has fed you at one point or the other. Wèrè kan tó yín ẹ̀ dàbí. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ fún yàn pé look at my dentition. Èèyàn ní open teeth. Ìwọ sẹ́ndì ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ ó ṣe rí báyìí. Bóyá ọkọ tó ń fẹ́ yẹn tó parọ́ pé máa ń lò bóyá bàbá yẹn ló fún ẹ lẹ́sẹ̀ ní fún mi.
Ó parọ́ pé máa ń lò ó tún fún lẹ́sẹ̀.
Ó wà ní ọkọ̀ òun dókó kiri wọn mọ̀ òṣì yìí tó ń pè ní Cindy.
Ó
wà ní ọkọ̀ òun ṣòṣì kiri tí bàbá yẹn fi padà kú. Má wọrí mo ìmọ̀ dọ́dọ̀ tí ìwọ ó dàn. Wàá fẹ́ kú lọ́wọ́ mi ìwọ Cindy yẹn.
A fẹ́ kú kẹ.
So that's how while we're cruising on that show.
God's grace mi mọ bó ṣe dé bí Bible mo máa block. Kí ló wá ṣe ń bí God's grace?
Because I can't even identify their voice.
Báwo la ṣe jọ rẹ̀?
So I have to ask.
Kí ni gbogbo kí lẹ wá ṣe ń bí?
Cindy, okay, ìyẹn tó fẹ́ jẹ́ abẹ́fẹ́ by all means possible. Apparently they were hearing us on the other side, and the next thing she said was ìwà abẹ́fẹ́ ṣé òun ló bá wípé òun ní dá fún ọ̀tá ọ̀run ìwọ́n tẹ́ pé nǹkan tó ṣe ti gbọ́ ọmọ ìwá sílùú ìbò nítorí pé òun bẹ̀rù kọ́ ẹ má bàbá sùn.
Ewé.
I then said, okay, that's fair enough.
Àṣé kìí ṣe pressure ti wà ní God's grace ni.
No, God's heritage ni.
Oh, okay, mo máa ń gbé fúnra wọn nìyẹn o. Òun ni mo máa ń rò pé òun ní God's grace.
Wèrè yìí ní ìgbà tóun wà nínú ilé lòun rí medical certificate lòun wá ní àbọ̀bọ̀ tó ń cheat òun ò ṣe mọ́ òun ṣe kíní kan ó kó ẹrù kúrò nílé why the guy was sick tí bàbá yẹn fi ṣaláìsí but that's not the true story. Actually òun ló wà ní ọkọ tó lọ cheat. Òun ló wà ní ọkọ tó lọ.
Ṣé Cindy ló tún sọ yẹn fún wọn? Ṣé Cindy ló tún sọ fún ẹ?
Àràbù yìí náà ni. Àràbù yìí náà ni. Telling tales that are not true.
Ó ti fi èèyàn di lẹ́nu, ó ti gbọ́n yẹn sí lẹ́nu, ó ṣe èrè ni èyí tó ń dó ẹ nígbà tí bàbá yẹn wà láyé kí bàbá yẹn tó kú kọ́. Èyí tó dó ẹ lẹ́yìn tí bàbá yẹn ti kú kọ́ ṣófẹ́ eléyìí náà tó tún wá ń dó ẹ ìwọ́n tẹ́ pé àṣedànù ló.
Ẹ jọ ṣé Cindy ṣé wà tàbí fẹjọ́ ń gbélé ni báwo ló ṣe wá mọ̀ tó ní eléyìí tó fẹ́ ń gbà tó kéré kankan eléyìí tó fẹ́ ń gbà tó kéré kankan eléyìí tó fẹ́ ń gbà kéré kankan ṣé mo jẹ́rìí Cindy tó yẹ pé bàbá wà lórí group call wà láì ó máa ń fi wá sùn ni kò lè bẹ́ẹ̀ ro gbogbo ẹjọ́ tó ń ro yìí mo jẹ́rìí ẹ̀ dé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Cindy ó máa wà ló bàbá wà tábà ti fẹ́ parí group ẹ̀ ọmọ gbọ́ ẹ̀yin ìwà ń bí ẹ má bínú kí ni gbogbo nǹkan tẹ wá sọ látẹ̀kan náà ta ló máa ṣàlàyé fún ẹ a lè ti wà lórí kọ́ọ̀lì yẹn a lè ti wà lórí kọ́ọ̀lì yẹn for over 2-3 hours ẹ̀yin ìwà ń bí ni ẹ má bínú kí lẹ wá sọ látẹ̀kan ta ló máa sọ gbogbo nǹkan tá a ti sọ for over many hours fún ẹ torí ẹ mo jẹ́rìí pé gbogbo ètò òsọ yìí àràbù ni Cindy ò lè láéláé àìwọ of all people ló máa ro gbogbo ẹjọ́ yìí fún pẹ̀lẹ́ àbẹ̀fẹ́ I feel your pain pẹ̀lẹ́ I feel your pain ẹ rí fèsì Cindy ni ẹ wo fèsì ẹni tó lóun lo weight loss kìíní o èmi gan yìí máa ṣó fèsì mi tábà bá ti ṣe analysis tábà ti gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ extremist àbẹ̀fẹ́ tán èmi gan wá ṣó fèsì mi toró ní kí n lọ lo kí n máa lọ lo sparkling kí ẹ wá wo mo ju àbẹ̀fẹ́ lọ o mo ju àbẹ̀fẹ́ kò ṣọdún kan kò ṣọdún méjì ni mo gbà lọ́wọ́ àbẹ̀fẹ́ o màá wá ṣó fèsì mi ká tó wá complete fèsì mi sí ojú ẹni tí at least àwọn tí láwọn ń lo sparkling wọ́n dẹ̀ dá lójú ara wọn wọ́n ní abínibí kò ṣàbíní tí wọ́n bí beauty mẹ́mí ní. wo
ojú tèmi kan fà jojú àbẹ̀fẹ́ lọ I'm 55 ní mi lọ́dún almost 10 years mo gbà lọ́wọ́ àbẹ̀fẹ́ ẹ máa rò pé ó jù mí lọ.
òun bá wù ó yẹ jẹ́ àmà kọ̀tínú ká máa gbọ́.
ó yá kọ̀tínú.
dáadáa wọ́n dà á síbẹ̀ kò ṣe nǹkan kan náà ìwọ fún mi ní full body challenge lánàá mo ti ṣe full body mo ti post ẹ̀ Cindy gbọ́mọ jáde show me gbé tán fídíò ẹ̀ fún show wa ní full body ẹ̀ kò gbọ́mọ ẹ̀ kò gbọ́.
ẹ ó dọ̀nà ṣé pàtàkì ṣé kò ṣe pọ́kùlùn Pythagoras
mo fẹ́ dáhùn síbẹ̀ yẹn.
wọ́n gbé líǹkì wọlé o wọ́n gbé líǹkì wọlé.
ẹ click on it ẹ click on it ẹ click on it ẹ click on it.
ṣé Mr. Pythagoras ni.
Mr. Pytha ni àwọn ni ẹ click on it.
wọ́n ti lọ ok torí àwọn nǹkan tó jẹun.
báwo mo ṣe lè pin ẹ náà ó yẹ kí n lè pin ẹ.
ok let me try and see.
ẹ jọta ló mọ bó ṣe máa ń pin nǹkan sí comment jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ bóyá mo lè pin ẹ. mo fẹ́ pin ẹ comment wọn. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, any moderator that can pin this comment. Mi mo bó ṣe ń pin ẹ kó dẹ̀ fi hàn mi.
Kìíní o èèyàn kan ní fake ni Queenie ni wọ́n ní fake ni o tá máa pick wọn up kẹlẹ̀ mọ̀ bóyá wọn ni.
Mr. Lumumba. Mr. Python sẹ́ Mr. Python kò ń ṣe fake. It's Mr. Python sẹ́. Nǹkan tá a fẹ́ sign ni. Mi ì lè pin ẹ. It's fake. Liberation. Sure. I don't know. Oh, let's click on it. It's not fake. Yeah, it's not fake. Okay, liberation call it's not Morimbe. It might be liberation. It's not fake. It's not fake. Click on it. But comment me o show say moderator ni bá ń pin ẹ. Moderator ẹjọ́ ẹ bá ń pin ẹ. It's not fake. Òun náà ni mò ń sọ sẹ́. I'm saying it's not fake. Ẹ bá ń pin ni comment Mr. Python yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ sókè. Candy. Jẹ́ ìwọ́n dà pé mi gan mo ní moderator pẹ̀lú account. No moderator here. Godson, are you not? Okay, mo ń bọ̀ náà. Jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ wọ́ ọmọ Godson yìí lọ. Follow. Mo ń bọ̀. It's a petition.
Okay.
Yeah. Mo ń bọ̀, ẹ má bínú padà yín dúró. A fẹ́ wo lo wà Godson. Bọ́lí bí mi ò rí ẹ rárá láti lè. Kílẹ̀ tí mi fi wá rí mi ò máa rí ẹ Godson. Godson follow this account. Ẹ jẹ́ ní moderator tó bá wà ń bẹ̀ mo fẹ́ fẹ́lẹ̀ follow this account. Bọ́lí bí ó dà pé ò follow account yìí náà. Ẹ jẹ́ bá ẹ follow kí n lè hard yín. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin oúnjẹ oríṣiríṣi tẹ́ ṣá ń gbé ká Mr. Python. Ẹ wá ní kí Mr. Python kúrò. Mr. Python lè kúrò láàrin wa. Abẹ́ẹ̀rí bí Cindy ṣe dúró ni. Ọ̀túnba ẹ má bínú. Ọ̀túnba ẹ má mú mi sọ́wọ́ o. Mi mọ̀ o.
Tọ́mà dáadáa lẹ́yìn àtọ̀túnba ẹ má wọrí.
Pàdé mi lọ́túnba. Pàdé mi lọ́túnba. Tẹ́ bá bẹ́ẹ̀ kí n máa lọ lórí kinní. Ẹ̀yẹ ṣàjẹ́ Ọ̀túnba báyìí wọ́n á máa fún mi ní jíńjà yẹn ni.
Ọ̀túnba ká ibi tí Chubbymii bá ti lọ ni mo máa tẹ̀lé.
Wọ́n ní kẹfà wọn ní access. Godson said give him all the access. You cannot pin it. Candy too is asking for full access.
Full access.
How do we sign it? How can we sign it, please? Demi Gaji. How can we sign it? I've gone on Mr. Patograph's page and I can't find it.
No, tẹ́ bá ti click link yẹn ẹ máa lè find.
No, just tẹ́ bá click ẹ kò ní ṣe copy the link and post it on your kí ló máa ń pè?
On my go to
where you can open the link, Sha. I don't know, the word escaped me just now.
Somewhere. Copy and paste. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Then you go in there and sign. You put in your details.
You must follow
put in your details and sign it.
Only drop once. Ẹjọ́ tó bá drop ẹ gbọ́ àgbàdà tá bá lọ click ẹ sí.
Okay.
No, èmi ti ṣe kò gbé yín kúrò.
Okay.
Mo ṣe ń sìn ni kò gbé yín kúrò.
Let me try.
Ẹ kò copy you go click later kini on your search engine àbí kí ló máa ń pè kíní ẹ.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Okay. It's the petition, it's not a fake.
Mo mi ò rí bóyá tí n bá refresh life ni màá lè gbé. Ó sọ pé account mi ò find account. Oh, before going yeah, before going, but Candy need full access. Okay, start coming. Okay. Pinoya Candy mo ti ṣe. Candy mo ti ṣe ó yá pin. Jimmy gan ni jẹun bóyá Jimmy ní full access. Jimmy gan ni mo ti ṣe. Candy ó yá lọ wò. Mo ti ṣe. Ẹ má bínú fẹ́ kọ́ pin ní kọ́mẹ́ǹtì mi. Wọ́n á kọ́ọ̀tì mi.
If you can go and drop the link on Temi Jewelry Tower. I can't go because if I try to leave now, Oma disconnect me couldn't be by.
Kí lẹ fẹ́?
No, money to man the copy link here no so see your Temi. So that start
Queen
Temi Jewelry Tower.
Abiki ẹ káàsán ọṣẹ́ wa. Òun ló ń post sínú kinní yìí. Then copy and paste here. Oh, kò ní pin torí mo ní panelist. Oh, okay. Okay.
Ẹ ṣe rí látẹ̀kọ́ àwọn èèyàn ti kọ́.
Mo
Wo comment section.
Comment here. Wo comment section.
Kọ́.
Okay. Okay, I think this is what I can do. Even go on, you click it from there. So
It's just to copy and paste. Let's just those of us that have done it, maybe we should just keep dropping it. So that as people come in, they will see and copy as well.
gbogbo ẹni tó bá ṣàfẹ́ wá fún mi ẹ come correct me like kí n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa guess bóyá èmi lẹ ń bá wí bóyá èmi kan mi like guessing but ọ̀rọ̀ tó bá direct sí mi mo máa tètè mọ̀ pé mi ni kò ní ìdíkẹ́ dárúkọ mi nínú àwọn yẹn but àwọn kan mi wà tẹ́ pé tẹ́ bá kọ mo máa ń kó ṣé mi lẹ́ni yín bá ṣe mi dẹ̀ kí n like kí n máa jàjẹ́ bí so ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá fẹ́ wá fún mi ẹ come
like ẹ máa ṣe guess work.
kí máa ṣe gan Ọlọ́run wọ́n fi ṣẹ́kún ẹ jẹ́ máa gbá àwọn àǹtí lọ. Okay, ẹ ṣé everybody o ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ copy paste go there sign comment we appreciate you all.
òun ló wà ní ọkọ tó lọ ń dọ́ ẹlòmíì níta family bàbá yẹn wá sí gbọ́ pé
ẹ̀yin bóun ló lò bò ẹ̀ kí wàá títí ṣóun náà àwọn family yẹn lọ tún sọ gbogbo ilé fún wọn náà àwọn náà lọ tún lè gbọ́
ti yan wọn sí ọlọ́pàá tó ń bá àwọn tó ń dókò ni.
àwọn kẹrẹ ká fi sẹ́nu ká dákẹ́ ni.
As far as you are concerned dídó lóbò.
díẹ̀ ní yìí náà kò tí bímọ yẹn.
Okay onídìí ní iná kò tó bímọ abẹ́fẹ́ jẹ́ ìsọ kankan fún wọn ní sórí ogún ọmọ ni kò tọ́ Ọlọ́run lò pa lójúmọ́ kan ṣùgbọ́n kò tó Ọlọ́run lò pa ìwọ kọ́ lọ́lọ́run ìwọ kọ́ ló ṣẹ̀dá ẹ̀ òun gan tí tó bá ti gbọ́ tó bímọ ó bẹ́tà ìwọ tó jẹ́ abiyamọ.
Ara àwọn tí wọ́n ń trọ́ọ̀lù àwọn Adédìméjì ni Ọlọ́run wá slap wọn pẹ̀lú bẹ́tà.
Ó bẹ́tà ẹ̀ títí dìbà tó bá rẹ́dì ṣé mo that is her personal life though. If she decide that she wants to give up I give tí ó bá dé òun kò bímọ náà ní sọ kí wàá ní problem what's the stress about that. Irú èmi sì ń gbà tán ní kí wàá bímọ sí mo ní tó bá ti lọ jíyà wọn wá nu kòtò kí ló dé tí mi ò bí sí. Tó bá wùn mí kí n bí ni mi ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ní kí ọkọ lọ jíyẹ wà nu kòtò kí tó bímọ kò wùn mí mọ́ ni. So if she wants to it's her life it's a choice. Me ìmọ̀gbà tí choice èèyàn àbí life èèyàn ṣe wá ń di problem or headache ẹlòmíì. She has said it herself pé òun ti ṣe kinní. Ó nígbà tó òun dẹ̀ wò pé wo that is her life. Ó dẹ̀ ń ṣayé ẹ̀ lọ. So if she wants to give birth now, kí ló dé tí ó lè give birth now? If she wants to try, she will.
Mr. Fearless, wọ́n ti ra spam, wọ́n ra egg, wọ́n ra spam sí. Nobody is barren. You can buy spam.
Ẹ má bínú, Ọlọ́run ṣẹ́rí èèyàn tí gbọ́ pé ẹ má bínú tí gbọ́ ibi tí àwọn èèyàn méjì tó máa fẹ́ ara wọn for years tí wọn ò ní bímọ fúnra wọn tó máa lọ fẹ́ ẹlòmíì tó máa wá bímọ. It's because they are not meant to have children or or a child together. Ìyẹn wá jẹ́ kínní lẹ́yìn gánà.
Ọkọ ẹ tó ń fẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ó ti fi ọyàn dín lẹ́nu ó ti gbọ́yàn sí lẹ́nu ó ṣe eré ni èyí tó ń dó ẹ nígbà tí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn wà láàyè kí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn tó kú kọ́ èyí tó dó ẹ lẹ́yìn tí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ti kú kọ́ ṣó fẹ́
ó gbé mítà sí di ṣó gbé mítà sí di Cindy ni.
mo ní full body challenge lánàá mo ti ṣe full body mo ti post ẹ Cindy.
Cindy ṣé kí n bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe full body challenge pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ àbí kí n fi ilẹ̀ jẹ́ kí mo tó bá fẹ́ pé kí tún
Cindy ti serve ẹ̀ ní 6 and 6 o ṣé mọ̀.
Ṣebí Cindy ni ṣebí èmi lèmi sọ̀rọ̀ bí ọ̀ṣẹ́ mo mọ Cindy rí ni.
Social media.
I'm a blogger. I'm a
independent blogger.
Justice for this. Mo ní picture wọn lórí online ní kílẹ̀ tí mi ò ṣe lè lò.
Veteran blogger. I'm a veteran blogger.
Ẹ̀dẹ̀ ní Cindy ṣe kí ló kàn mí pẹ̀lú Cindy ṣé Cindy yẹn la wá ń sọ ni.
Show me break ton video ẹ fún show wa ní full body ẹ kò gbọ́mọ jó.
Dídìrín ó ní kó show fídíò kó gbọ́mọ jó ibo nìyẹn ti papọ̀ mọ́ra wọn show wa ní full body ẹ kó gbọ́mọ jó ṣé full body ló fẹ́ ni àbí kí ni to make you wọ́n ti sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan ó máa ń da ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀ ó máa ń mix ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀ go straight lọ straight pàjáwìrì blogger go straight kó show full body kó wá gbọ́mọ jó àbírú ọ̀rọ̀ játijàti wo lélẹ̀ kó show full body kó wá gbọ́mọ jó.
Ìlọpọlọ ni.
Ẹ máa gbà mí kẹ́ ẹ̀ ó yá continue.
Wọ́n ti ń do anything for years over almost 45 if not more. Wọ́n ti ń do anything for years tó bá tẹ̀ járe ló ń ṣèyàn gan tó ẹ pé sọ́ọ́.
Ṣé àti ejù wọn lọ ti wá dùn nítorí ó ní 45 ṣé 45 years.
Ṣé ìwọ wájọ́ lọ́hùn.
Rédíò ṣe 45 years lọ fi do ni àbí báwo wá ni ó ní wọ́n ti ń do ẹ̀ sì for year you are now for Cindy ju ẹ lọ àbẹ̀fẹ́ Cindy ju ẹ lọ rédíò kì í ṣe ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀.
Sorry gẹ́sì ni àbí àìmọ̀ àti ẹ̀tì lọ attempt kankan ó ti ṣe IVF nísìn mo sọ pé o tẹ̀lé ní owó tó fẹ́ mi ṣe ó wà lórí social media mo ṣòṣì ó gbé bread àtẹyin síwájú.
Oníkòló oníkòtí ewó gángan la fẹ́ mú oníkó lọ ṣáàbì oníkò tiẹ̀ lè lówó. Cindy máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ ọmọ tí Cindy ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ ọmọ èyí tí Cindy make an hour ṣá ṣọmọ èyí ọmọ èyí tí Cindy ń pa an hour ṣọmọ tí Cindy ti ń ṣiṣẹ́. Ó dá ìwọ gangan tó ń ṣe ẹjọ́ ṣé ká tún wọ́n fẹ́ ẹjọ́ ṣé ká ṣe fẹ́ challenge ẹni tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ tẹ́ mọ̀ pé wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ àtẹni tí wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ ṣé ká tún ṣe skin ní ká ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni àbí face ẹ̀jẹ̀ kúkú tún ṣe face. It is well analysis làwa wá fún analysis ni. Analysis we dey do.
Lágàn ó ń bú sídì lágàn ó ga òwò abẹ́fẹ́ nílé ayé ta wá sí yìí ó ń búyàn lágàn so sad o why disheartening for you for calling somebody a bad.
Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá wà lẹ́pọ̀ ẹ̀yin tí ń jò sí gan tẹ́ lọ́gbọ́ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yìí lánàá mo mọ̀ ní wọn ò ní sọ fún mi pé èwo lẹ máa múnu méjèèjì mo mọ̀ ní ẹ má tí ń jò sí ẹ má pààrọ̀ mo mọ̀ yín.
You don't know what might happen tomorrow.
Emma won't see. Oh.
Is goddamn.
Ẹ sílẹ̀ ṣe mọ̀ pé igbákejì Ọlọ́run lòun.
Okay.
Ẹ wo face. Ṣé ti rí face. Ṣé ti rí. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ wẹ́n tó ń ṣiṣẹ́. Eléyìí ò ṣiṣẹ́, ká gbà pé eléyìí ò ṣiṣẹ́.
The difference is 7 up.
Ẹ wò kò ṣiṣẹ́ o, ẹ wojú ẹ̀. But ẹ wojú ẹ̀ tó ń ṣiṣẹ́. Ẹ wò ná, ẹ wojú ẹ̀. Ìyẹn tún jẹ́ èébú.
Sorry, I need to. Mo ní family meeting. Tabashi will be. I'll join back.
Mo ń bọ̀.
English. Okay, ma, ẹ ṣé ma.
Okay, ma, ẹ sọ̀rọ̀.
No. Mo ní pé mo fẹ́ sáré ṣe nǹkan.
Okay, no problem, sis.
Wọ́n tẹ́kọ̀ọ́ síbẹ̀ ó kì í síbẹ̀ eyín yẹn wá ṣe bí síwájú wọ́n yẹn tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n yẹn ló máa wá sọ pé ó fẹ́ búyàn ní sùúrù mi tí dọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ I'm getting there.
Tí dọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ kẹ̀.
So that's part one. Mi ì rí fún fídíò tó ọ̀rẹ́ mi àbúrò mi. Eléyìí kan mi.
Ìgbà táyì náà tún máa oní gbogbo ẹ ti wà lọ́wọ́ olóòdì permission. I told you as close as we are. Nígbà tó kọ́ mi wá tó bá lè gbé ẹ̀sìn kọ́ lọ fèsì. Kò lé wọn lọ lẹ́yìn ọkọ̀ọ̀kan ó dà wọ́n síta lódìdí báyìí ní gbà ọ́ ó yẹ máa lọ. Gbogbo àwọn tó wà pẹ̀lú yín lẹ́yìn gbogbo yín èwo nu yín bẹ́ẹ̀ tí sọ̀rọ̀. I no different. I don't want to follow na do this nonsense. Ẹ fún mi lọ́rọ̀ yìí yanjú ẹ̀.
Pythagoras. Kò yẹ kí n bọ ìtorí òbó mi.
Ẹ̀yà ń gbọ́.
Kò yẹ kí n bọ ẹ̀. Pythagoras orí ẹ̀ ti yí. Ó dà kó stupid pẹ̀lú pèrè tó ṣe lánàá.
But dúró náà wá ní pé ṣọmọdé yóò mọ ọ̀rọ̀ ni. Oní kò yẹ kó bú wọn, onítorí wọn ò bú ẹ, but tó tún wá ń bú wọn. But ṣé orí girl yìí ni ṣé kò mọ nǹkan tó ń sọ ni nísìnyí tó bá máa sọ sí wa ní cholesterol ló dí èmi ní ọ̀fun òun ló dí mi lágbárí ìwọ tí cholesterol tiẹ̀ wá dí kọ̀kọ̀ tó yẹ pé brain yẹn wá empty you are so stupid Pythagoras ń ṣẹgbẹ́ lọ́nà kanà ni in any way shape or form ní Pythagoras náà fi dáa jù ẹ lọ ṣọmọpọ̀ ọkọ ọlọ́kọ ló ń bú ọkọ ọlọ́kọ òun ló ń bú ṣé kẹ́ ṣe challenge àbí mọ́ lè tẹ́ni ká ṣe ni ìwọ náà ti mọ nǹkan tí mo sọ yóò lè decode nǹkan tí ń wí yẹn ṣé challenge àbí mọ́ lè tẹ́ni kan ṣe nínú méjèèjì ìwọ náà mọ̀ pé tẹ bá fi ọmọ owó ọmọ ẹ máa lù kọ́ pa ni ìwọ náà dẹ̀ mèyí tá máa lù pa ó mọ̀. Very stupid idiot bó tẹ ṣe gbẹnu gbogbo everything ìwọ ló máa tó bá máa sọ sí àní ó yá wọn lẹ́nu ká tó máa ṣe pé ìwọ gan ló yá lẹ́nu kò insult èèyàn kí ló máa ń ṣe kí ló ń ju ẹ lọ́wọ́ tó fi jó lẹ́nu kí ni problem ẹ ọ̀rọ̀ wo ló wà lẹ́nu dìdìrín ẹ tó rò bóyá o ti ń sọ látàrọ̀ tó rò bóyá o ń sọ̀rọ̀ òpònúpora mọ́lẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ wo ló wà lẹ́nu ẹ tó fi ń pò sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ pé mi fẹ́ bú ẹ bọ̀ mí pé o bú o sọ̀rọ̀ ebú bíbá ilé mi náà fi bú ẹ o wọn pé mi tí ì bú ẹ látẹ̀kàn kúrékùtù mi tí ì bú ẹ o.
mo ń dúró de ẹ̀kọ́ wa you are the most in fact tọ́balẹ̀ wà tó dumb jù láyé ìwọ yìí ní Pythagoras.
In fact you are very stupid ta ló rántí ìgbà tí a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ní orí platform tó bá ń give a submission tí dìdìrín yìí máa ní no Pythagoras don't talk because if I talk now it's like you will say everything that I have to say you will shake it wọ́gán máa ń hẹ́lì ọpọlọ Mr. Pythagoras ń gbà yẹn ni ìpè no don't talk pé you know you gonna clear everything pé kò ní sí ọ̀rọ̀ nílẹ̀ fún ẹ tó máa sọ tí Mr. Pythagoras bá yìí sọ̀rọ̀ èmi gbà tẹ́mi bá sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí lè wà lẹ̀ fún ẹ tó máa sọ mo gbà kó tó fi bú mi gan ti fi búra mi mo gba ọ̀rọ̀ yìí lè kúnlẹ̀ fún ẹ tó máa sọ tẹ́mi bá sọ̀rọ̀ but wọ́n náà mọ̀ pé tí Mr. Paita bá sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí o ò lè rí nǹkan kan mú bọ̀ nílẹ̀ o máa ń sọ̀nà ẹjọ́ náà ẹjọ́ nítorí ọlọ́run àwọn ẹ̀dá wo gan la ń bá gbélé ayé tó yẹ pé ẹnu tẹ́tí fi sọpá dégún ẹ máa sọpá ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ dàbí ajá mi tó bá bí báyìí tí ẹ bá tètè gbé kúrò bí ó máa fẹ́ ẹnu ẹ báyìí á máa fi kó èbì ẹ̀jẹ̀ ni in one sentence nínú ọ̀rọ̀ kan wàá dẹ̀ sọ síwájú wàá tún sọ sẹ́yìn come on now ó ní mo fífẹ́ bí ìwé pẹ̀jọ.
Professor orí ikú ọmọ lọ́mọ. Professor orí TikTok.
Social worker orí ikú ọmọ lọ́mọ social ìwọ gan kọ́ abefe ṣó ti gbàgbé pé gbogbo àtijọ́ jókòó rí ni àbí why you now try to subtract yourself from this thing. Lórí ikú ọmọ lọ́mọ orí kí làwọn àwa ò jókòó lé irú orí ikú Mohbad o don't forget. We are here to support Omowunmi, a widow and a child. That is our reason for being on TikTok. It's not because of Mohbad ikú. Kò ṣe torí ikú Mohbad la wá ṣe wà lórí TikTok. Àwọn jòsí ló lè máa sọ pé wọ́n jókòó sórí òkú ọmọ lọ́mọ. Yes, because àwọn ló ń wá justice fún Mohbad. Irú justice táwọn ń wá ní pé kí ló pa Mohbad. Àwa jókòó fún pé don't bully this widow and her child. Irú justice táwa dẹ̀ ń wá kò sí lórí social media. Court of law ni justice táwa wá wá. So there is difference one in it.
Look at you. This is a girl you clearly know. Pé àbúrò mi ò ní challenges pẹ̀lú ọkọ ẹ̀ nínú ilé. Yet you ọkọ ẹ̀ mention ẹ̀.
Mr. Paita, ṣé tún ṣe jẹ́ marriage counselor ni? Àti gbọ́ pé àwọn èèyàn ti ní therapist ni. Ṣé marriage counselor tún ni yín ni? Wọ́n ní ẹ mọ̀ pé Sister Temi ní challenges pẹ̀lú ọkọ ẹ̀. Báwo lẹ ṣe túmọ̀ ṣé wọ́n ti inbox ẹ̀yin náà ni? Ṣé ti sọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ilé wọn fún yín ni? Àbí mi mọ̀ gbà tí Mr. Paita tó wá di marriage counselor tó wá sọ pé wọ́n mọ̀ pé Sister Temi ní challenges nínú marriage wọn. So tó bá tẹ girl yìí ó ti màrà ajé ó ti màrà ó ní wọ́n mọ̀ pé ó ní challenges ní báwo ló ṣe Temi wo Lilian má pa mí ṣó ti gbọ́ má pa mí ṣó ti gbọ́.
Mommy Kobe.
Ma Shewa. Abefe, let me remind you, ẹ má bínú. Let me remind you pé èmi ìwọ Cindy, Mr. Paita, lájọ kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ that ṣeré thing on that platform. Ìwọ dẹ̀ stand as ẹ̀gbọ́n Temi ní orí platform yẹn. Èmi àti Cindy òun ni Cindy fi máa pè mí ní mẹ́yìnmí. Èmi stand as àbúrò Mr. Paita, ẹbí Mr. Paita. Mo stand ní orí eré tá máa ń ṣe nígbà yẹn. Tá máa sọ pé ìwà tí Sister Temi tó máa sọ pé Mr. Paita ẹ má bínú sábúrò mi. Ẹ bá manage ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ àbúrò mi kiri bó ti gbàgbé ní Abefe. So tí wọ́n bá mọ̀ pé ó ń fa wàhálà nínú marriage wọn to give the full details by why tó ṣe wá encourage ẹ̀ ní orí platform. Kò yẹ kó sọ pé no o lọ́wọ́ nù ẹ ò lè ṣerú eré ìmọ̀ because ó ti di problem láàrin Temi àtọkọ ẹ̀ nínú ilé. So why tó ṣe ìwọ gangan ni originator ìwọ gangan ni ló originate tá máa fi kíní ẹ̀ ṣeré tá máa rẹ́rìn lórí platform tá máa fi ṣeré. So ìgbà tó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ó jẹ́ problem láàrin òun àtọkọ ẹ̀ why tó ṣe wá encourage ẹ̀ lórí platform. Ọlọ́pọ̀nù ni ẹ.
Bó ṣe máa ìyàwó lé a woman tó ní ọkọ lé dá tó mọ̀ pé ọkọ ẹ̀ wà physically challenged tó mọ̀ ó wà well aware. Yes, ọyàn ẹ yé o, rẹ́dì ni.
Ó mọ̀ pé ọkọ ẹ̀ wà physically challenged. Wọ́n dẹ̀ confide in you. Ó dẹ̀ wá tó bá ti wá sọ fún ẹ. Ṣé Temi gan fúnra rẹ̀ ò ti máa sọ kóhun ṣé òun kóra rẹ̀ ò kí ń sọ ni. Alẹ́ láàárọ̀ lọ́kọ òun ó ti gbọ́kọ̀ ẹ̀ ti ya fọ́tò ó ti gbọ́kọ̀ ẹ̀ síta ẹ ti rọ́kọ̀ ẹ̀ ń jọ́ tó gba citizenship wọn tó wá jó still you say ó ní olọ́kọ̀ ẹ̀ wá physically àbí ṣé ojú ń dùn ẹni àbẹ̀fẹ́ ṣé wọn bá pé torí pé ìgbà tí ara máa nìyẹn ò yá tó ní picture ẹ̀mí tí ó ti tẹ́mì náà dẹ̀ ló kúkú pé pé ẹ̀rí pé ìgbà tí wọ́n ṣe tí ara wọn ò yá tó dé láti hospital yẹn tó ní lọ́wọ́ ló ṣe tí wàá sọ pé ìwọ ló wá sí that means pé bóyá ìwọ ló kọ́kọ́ sọ sí ìwọ ló mọ àwọn tó lọ sọ bóyá ìwọ gan ló kọ́kọ́ lọ sọ fún blogger ńgbà yẹn pé arọ lọkọ tèmi tó fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fìbú láàárọ̀ ẹ wo bó ṣe lanúlẹ̀ ṣàbọ̀n ó mẹ́yẹ ẹ wo yẹ lanúlẹ̀ bí mo ṣe pọ̀ ṣe ó lanúlẹ̀ ní ṣá ṣàbọ̀n rèé ó mẹ́yẹ ẹ wòran ẹ ò ṣàkàm wọ́n á sọ pé wo abẹ́fẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ.
And the husband does not like it, but he dare not say anything.
And you know.
And you've continued.
That means ìwọ náà fọ́ ilẹ̀ ìwọ náà you are part of it o lè máa complain nǹkan tí ìwọ náà jẹ́ part of now. You are part of it.
Tí wọ́n bá jẹ́ ọkùnrin tó wà respected.
Mo mọ̀ pé tó bá máa tú sọ́ọ̀sì wà ní o máa sọ fún àbúrò ẹ̀ but kò sí bó ṣe lè sọ fún àbúrò ẹ̀ tó kò sí bó ṣe lè sọ fún tó ti ń dá sí lórí platform you are part of it tó bá ń sọ fún àbúrò ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ó yẹ kó lè ṣe kó lè act the same níwájú tó bá ń sọ fún lẹ́yìn pé àbúrò mi ọkọ ẹ̀ ò láìkí kíní má máa ṣe ìwọ náà for you tó ń bá dá sí tó ń bá ṣe that means pé ìwọ gangan lọ́wọ́ sí ó ní mo sọ.
tó bá jẹ́ ọkùnrin tó mọ̀ respect obìnrin olóbìnrin tó mọ̀ respect family èèyàn ni you will know that when you are dealing with a married woman online àwọn eré kan wà that you will never do àwọn eré kan wà that you will never.
Yes, he respects families and he respects boundaries. Àwa gangan la máa sọ pé àti ẹ̀ respect Mr. Paita torí every time wo kò bá jẹ́ sínsìn báyìí lọ́rọ̀ yẹn ń gbé nínú fẹ́ pé Mr. Paita báyìí ó máa sáré pé wọ́n ni tó máa bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ but Mr. Paita even before he calls you about anything he will text you pé is it okay to call you now pé ká lè sọ̀rọ̀ mátà tó wà lẹ́yìn.
Mọ́mù mi gan nípa mi 2 hours 3 hours máa yẹn tó wà máa bá wọn rò.
Àní tó yẹ mo sọ pé birthday starting pé mo fẹ́ meet yàn pé mo fẹ́ kí àwọn pé sàdánkátà yín ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ṣe. Arabu náà ni.
Now it's what so quiet there of this is why when I tell you that there's a reason why I'm not bringing this recording out. I have my reasons. Because that guy has not offended me. In all fairness to God. He has not offended me. Tí ma fẹ́ deal pẹ̀lú àbúrò mi, àwọn nǹkan pọ̀ tí mo lè fi deal pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. But those emails.
Máa tó ti sọ pé tó ti ní ìyàwó ẹ̀ nínú àlè. Máa tó ti ní kò lẹ́nu nínú ilé ẹ̀.
Kò lẹ́nu nínú ilé ẹ̀. Ó ti ní arọ ni. Ó ti ní kó wà ẹnu òkàdùlé. Kí ló túkù tó fẹ́ sọ?
Kí ló túkù tó fẹ́ sọ?
Kò yé mi o. Bí ìmọ̀kan tó túkù tó fẹ́ sọ. Ẹni tábẹ́ lórí tó jẹnu wújẹ. Kí ló túkù tó fẹ́ sọ? Àbẹ́ ẹ̀ máa gbọ́.
Tí bá fẹ́ ṣe ni. Màá ti lọ jù fún àwọn blogger tó máa ti post ẹ̀ tó máa tag àwọn ọ̀tá yín tó máa ti bá yín.
Nǹkan tó ti ṣe.
Pythagoras orí ẹ̀ ò pé rárá.
Orí ìwọ gan dọ̀tí.
That has fed you at one point or the other. And you want to talk about integrity?
Fed who? Oh, okay. Ó padà sẹ́yìn. Ó padà orí tí mo tètè àwọ̀ ẹ pé.
Ó lọ sọ́dọ̀ Anita wọ́n lé ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀. Ó padà lọ sọ́dọ̀ àbúrò mi wọ́n lé ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀. Ó tún padà sọ́dọ̀ Anita yẹn second time ó tún lé ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀. Chubbymii ìwọ gbọ̀ngàn ló ń pè ní impressionist lórí app yìí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ó fi gift gba kìíní náà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Fucking impressionist.
Yes, I agree.
Ó máa fún àwọn èèyàn ní gift.
I agree.
Kọ́ lè fi recognize ẹ̀, kọ́ lè fi respect ẹ̀.
Yes.
Ìwọ ń fowó ra yìí lórí app yìí nìyẹn.
Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Òun fi owó ó fi ń ra yìí lórí app yìí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Tó bá ti ń ju gift fún wọn. Yes, kíní kan. But the next 2 weeks wàá lọ síbẹ̀ wàá lọ give submission. Ọmọ inú ẹ̀ ló drag ẹ lórí platform Anita.
Ọmọ inú èmi o, èwo nu wọn?
Ọmọ inú ẹ ṣá, ọmọ tí mo sọ.
Ọmọ wo?
Tó sọ fún pé ṣó kó ewu sétí àwọn tó tómi lélẹ̀, ọmọ inú ẹ ló drag ẹ. Chubbymii, ọmọ inú ẹ ló drag ẹ.
Oh yes. Mo ti ní mi ò ní bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ kankan lórí ọ̀rọ̀ mi sẹ́. Mo ti fún ẹ lánsà tí màá fún ẹ, mo ti fún ẹ.
Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ pé èèyàn kan ò ní life. Ẹ̀yin tó yẹ pé ẹ̀ ní pedigree yà kó ṣe. Àwọn family yìí gan àlè, àwọn tó bí yín gan tá bá rí wọn, ill ni wọn èébì. You want to talk about somebody's integrity? You want to talk about pedigree? Ta ló ẹyẹ wo ló ṣu yín? Ẹ gbé àwọn pictures ìyá yín àti bàbá yín síta. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jẹ parent challenge.
Wàláì, wèrè ní gẹ́yìn. Tí bá gbé picture ìyá mi síta, á jẹ́ kí n sọ last name ìyá mi gan lásán. Wèrè ní gẹ́yìn. Mo ti fi picture mom sí mi àti grandma mi gan hàn lórí platform gan rí. Mo ti fi picture
onídọ̀tí tó lè mú ẹ wọlé.
Lọ́bẹ̀rẹ̀
onídọ̀tí. Ṣóní ìyá lásán ìdọ̀tí ni ẹ́ o fọmọ́lẹ̀ Nàìjíríà.
Grandma mi of Nigeria làwọn oyè tó máa ń jẹ of Nigeria. Kò ń ṣe of a local government o, kò ń ṣe of a state o, of Nigeria. Àwọn ọmọ ètò bí. Wọ́n abẹ fẹ́ mo ti ní mi ní dẹ́ lótórí.
Yé pé tèmi láàbúrò ẹ̀ o.
Mo ti bú ẹ rí àbẹ̀.
Abẹ́fẹ́ Lilian, stop calling tèmi your
last name ẹ wàláì. Ìkòròdú àbíbo lẹ́lẹ́ ń gbé àbí Kétu. Gbogbo yìí yóò kọjá. Wèrè ní gẹ́ọ̀yìn ọlọ́run ẹjẹ́ àbọ̀ àgbọ̀ ọ̀nà bó ti ní mò ní dẹ́ lóhùn. Ṣòtúbọ̀ tí tèmi mi ní dẹ́ lóhùn.
And we all know what's up.
Picture ìyá mi gan ló wà lórí profile mi lórí status mi lórí WhatsApp.
Olóhùn ti rí picture ìyá Tẹ́mi òun dẹ̀ mọ WhatsApp. Ìyá tó ń tẹ ọkọ̀ òfurufú létí bó ṣe wù. Ìyá tí ó ti gbé wọ Australia.
Ẹdúrẹ́dúrẹ́ ó ní mo fẹ́ bí píkì àtọ̀ mi ẹgbẹ́dà ìyá mi mo kọ́ píkì. I laugh in Swahili. Pig. I can't stop laughing. Mr. Paitajewa. I can't stop laughing. Wèrè ní gẹ́yì. Mr. Paitajewa. Ṣé fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ni?
Ẹ kúrò lẹ́yìn máa play lọ, mo ń gbádùn show yín.
Okay, sir.
You want to be pinky?
Ẹ ti gbọ́ ṣọ́ọ̀bù yín bẹ̀, ó ti fún ṣọ́ọ̀bù tí náà, ẹ ti gbọ́.
Wọ́n ti gbọ́.
Mo kú gbọ́.
See, charisma in you, you want to be her by all means. What it takes to be her. Ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ fẹ́ show ni.
Wàá fún wa show.
Do you let me do me?
Wàhálà ẹ̀bẹ̀ torí ẹ ti dọ̀tí.
Àgbéṣọ́ ẹ máa bún àwọn èèyàn bí lọ́dọ̀ yín.
Lórí ẹ ti dọ̀tí Ọlọ́run.
Ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ fẹ́ gbọ́. Make we dey go now.
Go where? Níbo la jọ lọ?
Àtúnṣe dùn àmì tẹ́ bá lẹ́yìn gbọ́ èmi náà sọ fún yín pé mi ò ní gbà. Tẹ́ bá gbé wá ní ilé màá gbé wá fún yín ní ilé.
Tó bá dé court wàá gbé ibi tó ti ṣe fún
ẹ. Ẹjọ́ torí ọlọ́ọ̀gá yìí ní látìgbà tóun ti sọ̀rọ̀ owó tí ṣe pé òun ò tí ì béèbù. Gbogbo àwọn orí òpó ìwéré lélẹ́yìí o. Alábẹ̀fẹ̀sẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ìwọ ló ń lọ báyìí. Ibi tí mo sọrí téèyàn bá léèyàn bínú sí ẹ èèyàn waste time rẹ ni toró ti ṣó pọpọlọ ẹ ò pé. Continue.
Àwọn analysis la jẹ.
Òun ni analysis ni o.
For this game of analysis, I swear to God, none of una, mo kó gbogbo yín pọ̀, all of you, gbogbo yín few panel, all 9 of you, una no go fit. Not be for this analysis.
Ẹ jọ kí ni wèrè yìí analyse látẹ̀kan. Ipe èèyàn kan wà láti ibì kan. Ó dé ìlú àjèjì. Ó ralé. Ó ṣoríire. Ó ní business. Ó tọ́jú ó support opó àtọmọ ẹ̀. Opó àtọmọ ẹ̀ tó ń support ẹ̀rẹ́ lẹ́yà wọn ta. inú àwọn àtọmọ ẹ̀ ń dùn ní lójoojúmọ́ wọ́n yọ bí ìràwọ̀ wọ́n yọ bí ọjọ́ lẹ́yìn ìgbà tó support òpó àtọmọ ẹ̀ gan tún wá rí ṣe alihamdulilayi ọlọ́run tún wá gbọ́ àdúrà ẹ̀ ẹ wá jọ torí ọlọ́run kí ni achievement ẹ̀ tó bá tiẹ̀ béèrè lọ́wọ́ tèmi pé what have you achieved nílé ayé ẹ̀ tí tèmi bá kọ̀ sọ pé Ọmọ́wùnmí nìkan báyìí kó kọ̀ ra sọ pé Ọmọ́wùnmí nìkan achievement òun nìyẹn kó tiẹ̀ má fi gbogbo àwọn business ẹ̀ sí. kọ́ wá wo ìgbà tí wọ́n wà pẹ̀lú tèmi àtọmọ́wùnmí kọ́ wá wo ìgbà tó kúrò lọ́dọ̀ tèmi pẹ̀lú Ọmọ́wùnmí kọ́ wá wo nǹkan tí Ọmọ́wùnmí ti achieve látìgbà yẹn sísìn ká dúpẹ́ fún Mr. Pythagoras pẹ̀lú sista tèmi níbi tọ́mọ́wùnmí délé ni abẹ́fẹ́ ìwọ náà ó ṣe ra lé ní after how many years in Australia after many years tí tèmi dé Australia tó dé Canada ló ra lé ìgbà wo ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìgbà wo ni tèmi dé Canada ìgbà wo ni wọ́n ti dé Australia tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wà ra lé ń sìn orí ẹ̀ ò pé orí ẹ̀.
ẹ̀yin lè máa ṣe kò ṣe tí mi ní bá yín ṣe pé mi ní bá yín ra àràbù mi ní bá yín twist anything but you guys cannot.
Ọmọ yàrá bú tó ti rà nínú nǹkan tó sọ yìí in fact gan àwọn ètò debunk nǹkan tó yẹ pé nǹkan tó wà lórí life tí ò tiẹ̀ ń ṣe nǹkan tó wà behind tó yẹ pé life gidi gangan tó yẹ pé orí life yìí ló ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí Temi's platform ó dẹ̀ tún parọ́ pé ò rárá bú ò parọ́ Àbẹ̀kẹ́ àfikọ́lọ̀ ń dáríjì.
I have had enough of your defamation and voice.
Sir.
Chubby, see
Sir.
this the simple thing tí o máa kàn sọ fún this liar, this lady Abefe, òun ní pé gbogbo nǹkan tó ti ń sọ, where is your supporting document? Where is your evidence? Where are the videos? What do you want to use to corroborate whatever you have said or whatever you have been saying since you came out? Since you said, oh, nǹkan báyìí ló ṣe fún ẹ, where ibo ni evidence yẹn wà? That's why some of it, gbogbo nǹkan tó ń sọ yìí, that's why èmi ò ready àti ìdìbò yìí tó bá ti ní bó ṣe rí nìyẹn. I'm go with your narrative, Noni, since that's what you want so badly. You know that we have this type of people that all they want so badly is just to see their lies become the truth. The same syndrome, the same malady tí àwọn Joseph Aloba Tinton suffer náà nìyẹn. Àìsàn tó ń ṣe wọ́n náà nìyẹn. They have this thing in their head that they should have their way, they should have their say. Whatever story they make up in their head, it should be the right thing. It should be the same picture every other person is seeing. If you have said, oh, àwọn èèyàn ṣe nǹkan báyìí, what do you have to support it? You cannot lie now, Abi. So everybody should just trust you. We should just believe your word. Because your words have been impeccable for the past few years that you've been online. Because your integrity has been something anybody cannot challenge. It has been stainless since you have been online. So we should trust you this time around. Because you have not involved yourself in dirty dealings. Because you have not involved yourself in despicable acts since you have been online. So since if you now tell us these few things, why are we going to doubt you? We should not doubt you. That's the logical thing to do, right? Because if you're not providing us with any evidence, if you're not coming out with any receipts, if you are saying, ṣe lọ bú ẹ o, ṣe lọ bú ọmọ ẹ o, ṣe lọ gbọ́mọ ẹ ṣépè o, ṣe lèèyàn kan ṣe lé o, ṣe nìkan ṣe tọ̀hún, then there should be something to back it up. At least make something up. See, you're good with AI tools. Tẹ́ bá lè fi AI tools ṣe oríṣiríṣi story, tẹ́ fi ṣe oríṣiríṣi manipulation online. Kí ló máa ná ẹ láti lo just wait a little bit more and be creative with evidence also. Bring out the evidence. We won't even scrutinize it. We won't even check it in details láti point your story yẹn. We just let it go. Okay, since tó tiẹ̀ ti wà a little bit diligent, since you can be able to stay awake for 5 more minutes to create this evidence, to manufacture them, let's let it go. Let's just believe you. But yes, you're saying the truth. Because I don't know how you will just decide in your heart that you want to pick a fight you can't win anyway. That you want to pick a fight because, you are the biggest bully in town. Or because, you've not been having your way. And of course, you must have your way. You feel you are a force to reckon with. And when it happens that things are not falling in places for you, I don't know about your personal or private life, but my guess would be that things are not working well for you there too. Because I cannot imagine you having a life. I mean, having a life in the real sense of having a life. And all you'll be doing with your colleagues will be laying in wait online, waiting for issues to happen so that you can jump on the trend, so that you can get viewers. So I don't know how somebody who has a life that is thriving, that people like that will now sit, lay in wait for people, wait for a controversy, wait for an issue, and wait to blow it out of proportion. So I do not know how somebody who has a life will be able to juggle that, will be able to do that with their life also. It's something I can still not, wrap my head around. So maybe if you can explain to us how you're able to attend to your home, how you're able to attend to your husband, how you're able to attend to your children, and you're still able to come online to break ethical boundaries, to be despicable, to be irresponsible. How you're able to do all these things is something people should study. If truly you're able to do all these things at the same time. Because even being a very good person, being somebody with integrity online, and still juggle it with a good life is something that is still difficult for most people. But now to be this kind of animal that you are portraying, not even portraying yourself, that you are. Because all your conduct, even if, let's say nobody knows your antecedents, all your conduct for the past few days, it's nothing to write home about. It's not even animals. We still have some animals that still hold some principle. Some principle are still sacred to some animals. Imagine somebody calling themselves a social worker, coming online to parade in this kind of activities, to parade themselves this way, to engage in this kind of things. For the sake of this discussion, let's assume everything you've said is the truth. Let's assume, you have these details about somebody else's life, about their children. Let's assume you have all these things. As a social worker, a job that is all about trust, all about responsibility, all about accountability, all about integrity. I know people, stupid people in your circle, they want to keep on telling you, it's justified. But you should not share. Let's add it to the assumptions again. That let's assume, yes, you not share goni loto, and will not come for you. And will not share by, and will not share. And you also, we've assumed already that you have all this information. and this information are the real deal. Still, you have this ethical responsibility. But I'm sure you know nothing about responsibilities. You left your responsibility back in Nigeria. You ran somewhere else, who knows for what reason, but that's fine. That's your, I don't want to delve too much into your private life. So you know nothing about responsibilities. And you're the one who is coming online to parade yourself as a professional. You want to come online to tell people you have integrity and people should believe you, people should trust you. No matter the provocation, no matter the anger, the annoyance, you don't break trust because you want to get back at people, because you want revenge, because you are annoyed, because you are angry. That's not reason enough. In fact, there is no reason that's good enough for you to break this kind of trust. We are assuming that you have all this information. Kò sí, there's nothing. Kò sí nǹkan náà tó fẹ́ sọ tó máa fi jàre ẹ̀ ní pé yes now, nǹkan báyìí ló ṣe fún mi, then maybe I should also be able to do some of these things too. Nothing at all. Mi ò mọ bó ṣe ń ṣe ní àwọn ọ̀dọ́ yín bẹ̀ yẹn. There should be some kind of oath you're supposed to swear, you're supposed to live by. There should be some kind of principle that is supposed to be guiding you, even in your public appearances, your public life. And that's why when I was discussing with somebody, I was wondering that àbókọ̀ tí ẹ wá pẹ́ra ní kíní online. Because tó bá jẹ́ Nigeria, mọ̀ pé Nigeria lẹ ti máa rá àwọn nọ́ọ̀sì tí wọ́n máa behave some about doctor míì, they don't even believe in their ethics and things like that. They're not professional at all. Yàní pé Nigeria ló wà tó ń pọ̀ ní social worker, èèyàn sọ pé kì bóyá àwọn tó mú wèrè lóṣòdì ni or something, social worker làwọn yẹn náà. So èèyàn dẹ̀ lè mú wèrè lóṣòdì kó má ní wèrè bẹ́ẹ̀.
àbáwọ̀ wọlé.
Yeah. Èèyàn lè má ṣe yẹn náà kí èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ láwọn wèrè kan nílẹ̀ torí wèrè ti ilé lèèyàn máa fi kójú títa. But in a civilized setting, opera social worker, that's one of the, yes, maybe they might not earn enough and things like that, but it's one of the most respectable field.
Noble profession.
Noble, yes, it has to do with humanity.
It's actually a very professional-centered career. Like here in the UK, you have to really go and if you want to before you can call yourself social worker, what is study, you earned it, like as in degree. I have a friend who as in go as far as master level. So it's not just something you profess, it's something you live.
They also have pins. They also have pins like doctors.
Yes.
It's not something you will say, claim it till you own it. Or fake it till you own it.
Exactly. You also have to live it. There are expectations of you. There are conduct expected of you. And like you said, both in public life and professional life, really.
So no matter the context, yes, there will be disagreement, but no matter the disagreement, there is not even enough justification that can be offered. These boundaries, they exist for a reason. And one of those reasons is to protect dignity. You have to prevent harm. So you have behaved irresponsibly. You have behaved without integrity, abefe. So kò gba ẹnu ẹ láti accuse anybody, whether online or offline. kò gba ẹnu at all. We can start with you. We can start with you. Ọlọ́run ṣe ìwọ ló pẹ́ra ní social worker. Maybe tomorrow you can come online and debunk it pé àwọn ṣe social worker ṣe ló kọ̀ dẹ̀ ń parọ́ fáwọn èèyàn. That is fine. Maybe we will have a rethink. But that will still not take you away from the category that if you see. But at least we will now look at you from another lens. We will judge your actions from another angle. But as at this moment, you have presented yourself to people, to the public as a social worker. And you've acted recklessly. You've disgraced yourself, so to say. You've crossed all the boundaries that there can be. And it's something we need to address. So because there's a difference between getting angry, speaking on issues, speaking about some things that affect you. But if you call yourself a social worker, as you've been calling yourself, you need to know how to speak about individuals in a way that will affect their safety, that will affect their dignity, that will affect their families, and especially the vulnerable ones. But all these things you threw to the wind. You didn't care. How? I even want to, I think I'm more interested now. I really want to know if you're a social worker. I want to know what tests, what examinations you went through to become that. They need to test if your brain is still even intact. If you cannot control yourself this way in public, who knows what you'll be doing in private? If you cannot bring yourself under check, you cannot comport yourself professionally in the public, who knows what you'll be doing? Who knows what exploitations you'll be making with this name of social worker in private? People's lives are in danger with you. You should not be left alone with nobody, because you would abuse them.
A social worker who claims to be an extremist. I mean, it shows that there's no constraint. There's no
restraint at all.
You can just, you're an extremist. So, I mean, there are some things that you don't just say.
There's a guiding issue. There's a guiding concern. As regarding her, no. She cannot be left with a child or with a vulnerable adult. Because most their basic work is to attend to vulnerables.
So if you're an extremist, then how do we...
you cannot be trusted with vulnerables, either adult vulnerable or children.
Because at the end of the day, as a society, we have to decide on what we are willing to tolerate and what we are prepared to reject. And I think in that bucket list of rejection, people like you should be in there. This kind of behavior, this kind of conduct is something everybody should find nauseating. It's something that should irritate anybody. Because if we normalize handling private issue, handling vulnerable people, especially children, in this manner, then who are we as a society? If we normalize the inclusion of children in public disputes, we are creating a culture where vulnerable people will be left unprotected. If we are now trying to grant permission to people because, oh, they've been able to dress themselves up well. They've been able to do some makeovers so that people don't see the animal instinct in them, so that people don't smell that rot in them. They've been able to, you know, do some makeover for themselves, and because of that, we now tolerate them in the public. We'll give them the permission to disregard ethical values, to cross this limit. We are little by little, we're eroding the very foundation of our society. Because if you take this issue back, because at the end of the day, people can even say, oh, yeah, this person was provoked, and maybe when you go into this anger mood, you might not know what you're doing. You lose temper, you lose the control of your senses. Because that would be the best case scenario, or the best case explanation for whatever is going on with Abefe right now. That, oh, she's lost her reasoning capacity. If you want to, you know, give her a soft landing, that would be the best explanation you can do, or you can say. But other than that, if you go back to the root of this whole issue, especially the most recent start of this has nothing to do with the issue we're discussing here at all now today. Yes, there's an online issue, online discussion that has nothing to do with you. Your name was not mentioned in the discussion in any shape or form. Your children were not brought into this in any shape or form. It was just a discussion about people's misconduct. People you even have no affiliations with. But then somehow, somewhere, you decided to insert yourself in the middle of this thing. You wanted the show, you wanted the limelight. You stole the old show, ran into the middle of it, into the thick of it. You have to own it. It has to be your own. You moved from it being a cruise on your part, because that was the excuse you guys gave. You wanted to have a cruise, which is fine if you allowed it to remain in that realm of cruising. But then you took it personal because you have prepared. You've made all your plans, all your preparation for a time like this. And it appeared like, oh, this thing is not forthcoming. At the slightest opportunity, you jumped into it. You were the one who started insulting people. Because I know another thing, when you're trying to do your pity party, another thing you go about telling people, at least, personally, you insulted me without mentioning your name in any shape or form. Without even throwing sub. Because yes, I can throw sub. But without doing any of those. And the same thing you did with other people too. So time your balance up here, cause she 1-on-1, come at Darcy, what really that's you involved them. Because you wanted this kind of show. You wanted the views. You want your name to be out there. You've tried everything. You've tried rebranding. People, at a point, your mask came off. The pretense, you couldn't hold it for long anymore. You had to let it off. Maybe some people called you and they had to tell you some things. You decided you want to rebrand. Again, for the second time or the third time, who knows? And the rebranding was not bringing you the needed attention. Or maybe it's the profit, because we've had a whole lot of stories, but I'm not the type that I want to come here with stories. I don't have a way of, actually proving them. No recording and all that. And that's let me even digress a little bit. Let's assume all these things you have about, you're saying you have about Temi. Let's assume they are true, or they are the main deal, real deal, that you truly have these things. How long did it take you to gather all this evidence, all this material, all these weapons? How long? When did you start? The very first day you started speaking with her? You're despicable. So you go into a relationship with somebody with the sole purpose, with the main intention of entrapping them, of gathering information about them. Tó ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú CIA, tó ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú FBI àbí SSS. You go into a relationship with them, you make them lose their guard. You make them feel so comfortable. They want to tell you everything about them. You even induce them sometimes. You try to push them, you try to nudge them. You try to throw some conversations at them so that they can open up the more. Those little details, you start adding them together. Because it's like a sting operation. It took you like a year to get everything you need. Then you pulled out that you have enough to destroy her now. We are assuming all these things you have. Let's say they are the real deal. What does that make you? Is it that you don't sit down at the end of the day, at the end of all these things, and look at yourself in the mirror? Do you feel accomplished? Do you feel you've achieved something in your life? Do you think the next person standing to you, even the ones cheering you on your platform, do you think they are happy with you? Do you think they can ever be safe around you? Do you think they can ever consider you as a friend, as somebody to confide in? Do you think anybody, anywhere, knowing your name, knowing what you have done in the past and even in the present right now, do you think they can ever get close to you to the point of even letting you know the secret of their enemies? They won't even trust you with the secret of their enemies. And that's something you come online, you come on to boast like, oh, you're the next best thing that's happened since sliced bread. I don't know. I know these are alien to you. When we talk about decency, when we talk about civility, we talk about morals, we talk about limits, we talk about restraint. These are foreign ideas to you. You don't know anything about them. You said with your mouth here, you are an extremist. You go all the way. You have no boundary. You have no limits. Nobody can stop you. Even you cannot stop yourself most of the time. And that's somebody who wants to start treating other people's case. Every case in waka mediate. Every case in waka solve well. Count your cash you want see lower. So that the day you don't feel so good about yourself, the day somehow all the screensaver of happiness you have at home suddenly fades away. You now face those people. You think anybody with their brains intact will ever trust you again with anything? They won't even trust you with a bottle of water to keep for them without spiking it. Because if we start digging into this thing, there's nothing this person, there's no river, there's no limit this person will not cross. Nothing at all. Because private matters should always remain private. People do that a lot. Not to talk of somebody who calls themselves a professional. Somebody who says, oh, they have been trained in handling trusts, in keeping trusts, in protecting people. And no matter what, children should always be protected. No matter what. With the last of your tirade about you having somebody's DNA test with you, or you knowing about a child's condition, for somebody who is a social worker. Tell me, in all this now, how has that helped you? Let's assume again all you have said is true. How has he helped you? How has he improved your lot in life? How has he made you an accomplished individual? And now you're able to sleep at night. I know, you don't have conscience, you'll be able to sleep at night. It's fine. It's not, trust is not something you want to exploit. Oh, okay, but the last year lower, or today. Let's assume the ashiri is somewhere. Or today, I have to use it, I have to exploit it. I know you might want to say a blogger anyone and things yeah. We have bloggers who still have conscience. We have bloggers who knows that there are some limits, you don't cross it. Yes, we have them. I might not be able to mention their names right now, but I know we still have bloggers. People who, yes, they are online, they still know that private is private. Children's issues are never to be discussed or exploited. Trust is never to be broken. We still have people like that. That's even bloggers, so not people parading themselves as social workers. Because at this point, I think it's just a costume you put on, just to get people to lose their guard, to just let you in. It's a costume you put on calling yourself a social worker. In fact, I'm throwing you a challenge. Show us your certifications that qualifies you as a social worker. I'm interested. I want to know. I want to know how you're able to be a social worker and still engage in this despicable act. I'm interested in knowing. Show us. Show us who your friends are. Because they have to be animals like you. Show us. Kọ́nà má jẹ́ ká bá wọn eléṣù rìn papọ̀ o. Èmi ò mọ̀ pé part mi lè ever cross with somebody like this in life. And thank God it didn't even, I didn't even know her anyway. I didn't even know her anyway. Tí ó bá kàn ṣe 1 or 2 exchanges tá kàn ní lórí platform. Ọlọ́run ló ní it even last that long. Anyway, bóyá vibe tèmi náà gbé sára ṣá torí ó ní oríṣiríṣi àwọn nǹkan náà tá a ti jẹ sára láti kékeré tí ò ní jẹ́ káwọn eléṣù yìí dúró pé around us tó máa lé wọn sádànù.
Abeg, come and cut soap for me. Èmi náà fẹ́ jẹ́ náà àwọn vibes.
Imagine pé somebody like this gets close to me. Èmi tí mo dẹ̀ láṣìírí burúkú lọ́wọ́ tó pọ̀ nílẹ̀ bí nǹkan mi. Kí ti kó gbọ́ àṣírí lé lọ́wọ́.
Làláì.
Ayé o.
Làláì.
Ẹni kó lọ máa kà á kó máa fi gbé owó wọlé.
Kò ní kan sọ mọ́, imagine ẹni tí ò láṣìírí mi lọ́wọ́ nìyẹn o. Nígbà tó rí nǹkan tí ò rí kan sọ ó kí àràbù mọ́lẹ̀. Èmi ní ọyàn èèyàn kan ṣe kinní kan, ó rí bákan. Where is the evidence of that? Imagine pé mo wá láṣìírí lọ́wọ́ irú ẹni yìí. I'm sure pé a ti máa research mi gan by now. Imagine what this kind of person would do. Ẹni tí ò rí nǹkan kan lò tó wò pé kóun ra nǹkan mọ́ lọ́wọ́ kóun ra nǹkan mọ́ lẹ́sẹ̀.
The extremist social worker.
Imagine if you can do this kind of arabu fún èmi gan níbí ìsinsìn. Ní tí mo fẹ́ tí ara mi gbọ́ yìí. Gbogbo ètò tí ń ṣe látọjọ́ ọjọ́ yìí. What is to say pé kò ń ṣe arabu? It is. Because I challenge you. If you want us to believe everything you've been saying all this while, only money and your conscience, your back, go and bring the evidence. Then we'll trust you. If you cannot provide that, then you are not just a liar. You are despicable. You don't have integrity. You lack any basic decency. And you don't belong in the community of human beings. All people like you do is make up stories.
Ó pọ̀ díẹ̀ fún social worker.
No, tó bá jẹ́ normal social worker, ó pọ̀ díẹ̀ fún, but tó bá jẹ́ extremist social worker, mo rò bí ó pọ̀ díẹ̀, can handle it.
Okay. Extreme for extreme.
Yeah, let's give them a dose of their medicine.
Extreme can handle anything.
Yes, true. Ó ṣe yé mi ni. Ó ṣe.
Because it's, I don't know. The more I try to stay out of this thing, well, you know what, let me not comment on it so that doesn't look like, ṣé kò ń ṣe pàtàkì ló wá escalate yẹn gan, àbí nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. But you hear some of these things, you think these people have actually, they've gone down to the deep. You know, just when you think these people they've reached the rock bottom of going low, you just turn around and you see them. You turn around, you see them with a shovel again, ready to work.
And Mr. Pythagoras, I thought these people want to move on me alone. I've got most of winning. Go.
Yeah, you would think, I could to see anything lower more. This is the lowest any human being can go. You will see somebody like Abefe coming up with a shovel again, telling you there's still somewhere deep, there's still somewhere lower. And the more you engage with people like this, they just keep dragging you down. Even for me, I feel exhausted. That I've ever, from last week, multiple justice for Mohbad, I've never been this exhausted. Even just listening, listening to the lies, listening to the made-up stories, looking at the gang up. In a way, imagine this set of people, they actually started with Joseph Aloba. Justice for Mohbad. If not for the victory and wo lọ kan yìí.
Tó bá fi rọ́bà yóò níwọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀.
Ẹ̀yẹ́ máa ya kúrò jẹ́jẹ́ pé wo ẹ di justice yìí mú o.
Ilé ìdílọ́wọ́ nírọ́ lẹ́nu o.
Ẹ má bínú. eléyìí kọjá agbára wa.
ìdè kan ní Bukky mọ̀ ké àmọ́ àwọn eléyìí
no Bukky kéré lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn eléyìí o kéèyàn ṣe list pé kó lọ pa àwọn èèyàn gan bí Bukky ṣe pẹ̀lú MFM náà tíyẹn náà ní kó lọ ṣọmọ lọ́mọ léṣe lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àwọn yẹn gan ọ̀n sáré ọ̀n yájú lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn eléyìí ni àwọn eléyìí afárabù bring you down kò sí bóyá fẹ́ sọ wọ́n á gbé àràbù yẹn jáde wọ́n á connect story yẹn they have the whole time in the whole world àbí kí ló ń fi life wọn ṣe nothing now kò sí nǹkan tó ń fi life wọn ṣe now they looking for how to connect the dots connect the stories to make it look real wọ́n á fi wọ́n á mọ̀ they know yes of course they will maybe know one thing about you then the remaining 99 they can easily come up with it ìyẹn ò gbà wọ́n ní kankan.
wọ́n dẹ̀ dùn gan báyìí.
ẹ kalẹ́ o ẹ kalẹ́ lé ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ sáré sọ̀rọ̀ 2-3 minutes ẹ má bínú.
ẹ jọ̀ọ́ pé tó sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ kì í sáré sọ̀rọ̀
sáré parí ọ̀rọ̀ wọn jù.
I need to kitchen please hold on please stop putting that a link into the page it was spamming the page you can send it to people's DM or WhatsApp nobody's going to be able to copy it from here thank you oh yes ọ̀rọ̀ yín.
Mommy kitchen mo ní mommy kitchen má bínú.
Chubby ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n sọ tó bá ti ní 2 minutes ni because if I keep going we might be here for the next 4 hours.
lórí ọ̀rọ̀ extremist.
èmi náà mo mọ̀ wọ́n náà ni mo ṣe fẹ́ sáré sọ̀rọ̀ díẹ̀. Yeah, this is for àwọn tí jòsí tí wọ́n lè máa dunnú tí wọ́n lè máa fò sókè ń sẹ pé ọwọ́ ti bá tíìmù wọn náà tíìmù wọn ti scatter. Mo kàn fẹ́ kẹ́ mọ̀ wípé bí kò sí bí ká sọ wípé wà lágbolé kan ọmọ àlè máa ń wà nú ọmọ ọkọ máa ń wà nú ọmọ àlè. ìyẹn ò mí pé kẹ́bí bàjẹ́ o tó bá yá ọmọ àlè á yà sọ́tọ̀ ọmọ ọkọ á wà lọ́tọ̀ ni o. Whatever is going on now kò ní business pẹ̀lú Wùmí o. Kò sí nǹkan tó lè máa ṣẹlẹ̀ kò papọ̀ mọ́ kéèsì tẹ́lẹ̀ ń wá o. Kò yẹn ò dẹ̀ mí wí pé bóyá ó ní nǹkan kan tẹ́ lè ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ Wùmí. Mọ́tò ọkọ̀ tó ti ṣí ni ọmọ yẹn kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ lè fi ṣe. Wọ́n ń lò yín láti jà fún ogún. Àwọn wèrè ń lò yín ìjà ogún ìjà ẹbí ìjà ogún tá máa ń wò nu TV ni wọ́n ń lò yín láti jà. Ṣùgbọ́n mọ̀ wípé táwọn bá dúró lórí pé ọ̀rọ̀ ogún làwọn ń jà lé lórí ẹ lè má support wọn tó báyìí. Lọ ṣe ń wá oríṣiríṣi tí wọ́n fẹ́ fi rán ọ̀tá ọmọ yẹn lẹ́wọ̀n láti jọ ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run ò gbà fún yín. Inú mi dùn wípé ìkórìtà tí ọmọ yẹn dé ń sìn yìí ẹ̀rù gan ò bá mọ́ òun gan ò fọ́ mọ́. Ọlọ́run yan àwọn èèyàn àwọn èèyàn bíi áńgẹ́lì ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ ìyá àti bàbá ẹ̀ náà dẹ̀ wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ ọlánú kan dẹ̀ tún gbé òun ni kéèsì yẹn fi rí báyìí. So kí àti àwọn àǹtí wèrè kan o àti tèmi kọ́ kóra wọn kọ́ pago fúnra wọn kọ́ kó glove tí wọn ara wọn lọ́wọ́ kí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe fọ́ ojú ara wọn ìyẹn ò ní pé Wùmí máa lọ sẹ́wọ̀n o. Mi ò bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tèmi mọ̀ tí mo dẹ̀ rí tí mo dẹ̀ ń follow ní gbogbo ọjọ́ ayé mi látijọ́ tí mo ti ń tẹ̀lé Temi's platform legally àti spiritually ọmọ yẹn torí pé ọwọ́ ẹ̀ mọ́ ó ní backup o wo kẹ́ stream dọ́là kẹ́ screen record dọ́là kí ẹ lọ gbé sórí audio mark ìjà wọn yìí kí wọ́n sọ wípé kódà kò sí nǹkan accusation tí wọ́n bá gbélé Temi lọ́wọ́ lórí Wùmí ò ní ṣẹ̀wọ̀n o nǹkan kò dẹ̀ ní ṣe ọmọ owó ẹ̀ ó ti borí yín ọ̀rọ̀ pé ó máa borí kó ó ti borí yín so mo fẹ́ kẹ́ keep it aside so anything tẹ́ bá ń rí sìn yìí ọ̀rọ̀ yín dàbí ẹni tínú ẹ̀ ò dùn tó wá ń lá ṣúgà ni so gbogbo eléyìí tẹ́ ń rí yìí náà ó tó náà kí BP má pa yín so kẹ́yìn náà lè rẹ́rìn díẹ̀ pé kó má dàbẹ̀ ni pé wọn ẹ̀rí nǹkan kan pé lẹ́ṣẹ̀ ẹ̀rín yín dẹ̀rẹ̀ kò kí ń dalẹ̀ ayọ̀ yín ò ń dalẹ̀ I understand this kind of thing tá a bá lè mú ẹ jẹ́ ká mú àwọn strong àwọn alátìlẹyìn àwọn tọ́lọ́run lò lẹ gẹ́gẹ́ bí alátìlẹyìn ẹ̀ because tí ọwọ́ àwọn tí Ọlọ́run lò fún tó bá weak tó rẹ̀wọ̀n tí okay nsìn Mr. Paisan sọ wọ́n ní pé àwọn wà exhausted láàrin kan èmi mọ̀ wípé lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ni kò yẹ pé lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Wùnmí ẹ má gbé fúnra wọn o so nǹkan tẹ́yìn náà fẹ́ nìyẹn àmọ́ torí pé kò ń ṣe àwọn ni wọ́n ń ṣe iṣẹ́ bí kò yẹ pé Ọlọ́run ló ń tì wọ́n bí Chubby bínú lọ wá dé bí anybody bínú lọ láwọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ ọmọ ìtọkàntọkàn tára bọ́ lọ for few days ẹ̀ tún rí wọ́n tún padà bọ̀ because iṣẹ́ tọ́lọ́run gbélé wọn lọ́wọ́ ni àwọn ogun nílé control ara wọn àfi tí ó bá dé final báyìí tọ́lọ́run fi ojú àṣebí hàn tọ́lọ́run jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ wípé ìjẹ ogún lẹ̀ ń jà owó tẹ́ fẹ́ fi rán ọmọ ilé wọn gan tẹ́ bá da láàrin ara ìkẹ́kọ̀ọ́ fún bàbá bóyá bàbá gan máa ti jẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ yìí mí látijọ́ ẹ̀ owó tẹ́ fi ń fẹ́ rán ọmọ ilé wọn tẹ́ bá dájọ́ láàrin ara yín kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lé bàbá lọ́wọ́ ó yẹ kí 1 billion naira ti pé látijọ́ ìjọ kí bàbá fọmọ ìlọ́rùn lẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n torí pé ẹni ìka ẹni ègbé ẹni burúkú ni yín lẹ ṣe ń fà lọ́tún lẹ ń fà lọ́sì yes wọ́n máa drag tèmi gan o wọ́n máa drag ẹ̀ gan wọ́n máa wọ́ọ̀rì ẹ̀ gan ṣùgbọ́n mo dúpẹ́ pé òun náà wà òun náà gbá ni kò gbọ́ pa ó kàn jọbọ̀ tí lójú ní òun gbọ́ nǹkan kan kẹ́ ẹ ṣe dọ́là fídíò pé Wùnmí pa Mohbad lè jáde torí kò ṣẹlẹ̀ o torí ẹ tún ti stream ta lẹ́yìn báyìí ẹ máa jẹ gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí èmi ò tiẹ̀ fetí gbọ́ torí nǹkan téèyàn bá gbọ́ kó báyọ̀ ló jẹ́ táwọn àti òde bá ti sọ kí ni máa scroll up ni I don't have the time tí bá kàn wá bí ìbáyìí mo kàn máa gbá àwọn cruise àwọn kinní yẹn máa kàn máa fi pàrònú rẹ tí bá dẹ̀ rí i pé ó ti fẹ́ máa wọra máa tún lọ Wùnmí ò ní jábọ́ I want you to get that one fact that one then ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì àwọn tàǹtí ti bí ìbáyìí monetization owó orí kinní àti visibility ni gbogbo a lot of them bá wá síbí báyìí tí mo bá ń báyàn jà èmi àti èèyàn àjọ ń du wípé kí ọmọ yìí má já sí kànga but mi ò láìkí ẹni tí èmi àti ẹjọ ń du kí ọmọ kan má já sí kànga yẹn bóyá ó ní gbéraga bóyá ó sọ̀rọ̀ jù bóyá ó ṣe gbóṣàwò but I am seeing the result mo ń rí wípé lóòótọ́ ìgbà tí iná wà ọjọ́ wọ̀ mo sún sẹ́yìn ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tí mo ò fẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí ọmọ yẹn kò ṣẹlẹ̀ ọmọ yẹn ò já sínú kànga ìyàn tí mò ń bá jà ó ní lọ́wọ́ lóòótọ́ ìwẹ́ ò tẹ́ mi lọ́rùn ṣùgbọ́n ó du ẹ̀mí ọmọ yìí nǹkan tẹ́mi sá tí mo pera mi lábẹ́ amọ̀ pé mò ń jà fún opó ńgbà yẹn mo rí i pé Ọlọ́run ń lò bó tilẹ̀ má lo pattern tẹ́mi ń lò ní ti ẹ̀ wá fẹ́ mọ̀ bóyá gbogbo àwọn èèyàn gbogbo ayé dáwó fún pé ó ń gba sálárì lórí ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tèmi fẹ́ result tèmi fẹ́ ó ń ṣe fún mi kí ló dé tí mo bá jẹ́yàn tó níbẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run kí ló dé tí mi lè gbé trade mi yẹn sílẹ̀ tí n bá tiẹ̀ lè yín ẹni yẹn màá dákẹ́ ẹnu mi tí n bá lè yín pé ó ṣe lè nu adúpẹ́ yes let's assume pé gbogbo nǹkan tó sọ nípa tèmi òótọ́ ni ṣùgbọ́n ọmọ tí wọ́n ló ń jà fún tó ló nífẹ̀ẹ́ fún tó mú ẹ bọ́ta tó ń sún ìbí obi olórí burúkú tó gbogbo yín wọ́yọ́ tẹ́yìn ń ṣe yàmàyàmá lórí kinní ọmọ yẹn lè rẹ́rìn lọ́jọ́ tòní ọmọ yẹn jẹ́ ẹni tó lè fèsì kámẹ́rà tó bá wà àwọn kámẹ́rà tẹ́lẹ̀ yẹn máa tó máa fidget ọmọ yẹn lè jáde ó ti ń ṣe one or two ti dẹni tó ní 2 businesses ní Nàìjíríà pẹ̀lú irú economy ta níyì ọmọ yẹn jẹ́ ẹni tó celebrity ògo yẹn dẹ̀ dìde bí ẹni tí ó ràn lọ́wọ́ gun òfun lówó the fact wípé ọmọ yìí léèyàn lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ ní kórìíta tó ti nídìí àwọn èèyàn ṣùgbọ́n tí ìwà tí àwọn èèyàn yẹn wù kò bá mi lára mu tí mo fi sún sẹ́yìn is that not enough for me to put everything aside tí mo bá ní ìbẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run wípé o ṣáà tiẹ̀ ṣe lé adúpẹ́ okay nínú gbogbo èébú tó tiẹ̀ wá ń bú kó tiẹ̀ wá acknowledge the fact wípé ó da nǹkan tó pa wá pọ̀ lóòótọ́ kówó jẹ o lóòótọ́ o gbowó lọ́wọ́ federal government o lóòótọ́ àwọn bàbá kan fún ẹ lówó ṣùgbọ́n tọ́ọ̀dì ẹ̀ láwà yìí ọmọ yẹn ti ń gbórí sókè ọmọ yẹn ti ń ṣègbè ó ti ń ṣàwọ̀ mo tiẹ̀ fún ẹ nìyẹn o rí yẹn so definitely ọ̀tá ni ẹ láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀tá ni ẹ wọ́n plant gbogbo yín olórí burúkú ni gbogbo yín now wọ́n dẹ̀ ti sọ fún yín pé kẹ́ lọ tẹ́mi yẹn gangan ni kẹ́ mú wálé pé tẹ́ bá ti fa tẹ́mi yọ lẹ́yìn yẹn wípé láti jẹ́ wọ́n fà lọ́tún wọ́n fọmọ ẹ̀ lẹ́sìn wọ́n rí mú kí lẹ lè ṣe fún tẹ́mi lẹ̀ máa mú tó fẹ́ pọ̀ láṣìírí Wùnmí lọ́wọ́ bó ṣe máa gbé síta nìyẹn olórí burúkú nìyẹn táìpó láṣìírí Wùnmí lọ́wọ́ ẹ má sọ pé bí ọ̀rọ̀ Wùnmí kọ́ lélẹ̀ àwọn things are happening àwọn eléyìí ti gbàbọ̀dẹ̀ tipẹ́ tó bá jẹ́ pé Wùnmí láṣìírí sí lọ́wọ́ bó ṣe máa gbé jáde nìyẹn ta ni pé ó ní nǹkan tó mọ̀ Ọlọ́run tó fẹ́ yọ ẹ́ náà ló jẹ́ kí ìwà tó bá ní tẹ́bí ìwúfẹ́ tó bí ẹnu Ọlọ́run ló jẹ́ kó rí irú ìwà yẹn tó fi sá sẹ́yìn ìkànnì ẹ wò ó this is very clear ẹ má bínú pọ̀rọ̀ mi ti ń ju ọ̀rọ̀ 2 minutes lọ kíní ó wà very clear ààrẹ má já òsì nígbà tí Chubby bínú sí Temi ó sún sẹ́yìn ṣùgbọ́n because wọ́n ní the same cause tó ń fight fún a lot of people will go and come back and even if you are not coming back ó ní láti balẹ̀ jẹ́ especially when you are seeing the results mo topic mi a lot of ẹwo ọmọ tó fìbọn pa nínú kámẹ́rà a lot of topic tí ìwọ náà lè mú tó máa champion táwọn èèyàn náà lè máa tún gbà a lot of things are happening every day ẹ wá wo mọ kó tẹ̀ wá jẹ́ pé ó ṣe ẹ̀ láyé lọ́rùn ó gbọ́kọ ẹ ó bọ́kọ ẹ sùn ó yọ owó nínú kínní ẹ the fact wípé òun ṣì ní ọwọ́ tá à ń rí tó ṣì ń fa ọmọ yìí lọ́wọ́ sókè ó dẹ̀ fílẹ̀ kó ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ̀ wọ́n rán yín ni wọ́n ní kẹ́ wá dàrú ni pé tí Tẹ́mi bá ti wíìkì ọwọ́ Wùnmí ti wí kó dẹ̀ lè rí bẹ́ẹ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run ò lè jẹ́ kó wíìkì láyé mi ti ẹ fẹ́ mọye tó bá ní Tẹ́mi rí lórí kínní ibi téèyàn bá ti ṣe lèèyàn ti ń jẹ tó bá ṣiṣẹ́ dé level igan tí kò gbowó pépà tí ò gbowó kankan definitely kò mọ̀ nǹkan tóun náà ń ṣe ni I'm a business woman màá lo 2-3 hours lórí kínní kan mi ní rí fẹ́ wọ́n máa fún mi ní kínní coins mi nígbà wọ́n máa fún mi ní kínní mi nígbà for what ṣé àwọn ọlọ́run adéta fún mi ní ẹmọye fóònù tóbìnrin yẹn máa ti máa lò ṣé time tó ní fáwọn ọmọ ẹ kí justice tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣé the same time náà ló ní nísìnyí ni so ẹ wo ẹ má wo ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn on the surface wọ́n fẹ́ bà formation yẹn jẹ́ ni wọ́n fẹ́ weaken ni ọwọ́ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń dúró fún lady yìí ni kò dẹ̀ ní ẹ má fún wọn ní much attention because mo wo kíní ẹ̀ lánàá 60 views lónìí ṣùgbọ́n tẹ́ bá ti gbé dórí bíbá yìí ẹ pẹ́ ní ti tó bá ti dé lọ́dọ̀ yìí ó máa lọ ní àwọn yẹn wọ́n máa fà á ní wọ́n máa screen rí ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ last year náà ló tún sọ lọ́dún yìí òun náà ló tún máa sọ lọ́dún tó ẹ tún máa retí next year. So ẹ má fún ní attention ẹ má bínú o 2 minutes mi ti pé ẹ ṣe.
Àbí mo ní kitchen lover àdé tí sin kí ló tẹ̀lé.
Kitchen things in my 12 kitchen things in my 12
kitchen things in my 12 okay yes thank you for your contribution and yes I quite agree with you. I agree with you fáwọn tí wọ́n bá feel pé kò kan Ọmọwùnmí but a gbọ́ nínú àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn náà pé okay Tẹ́mi ló ṣì ń hold kọ́kọ́rọ́ mortuary and that's why tán tí fi sin Mohbad because Ọmọwùnmí was misguided. So yes, I agree with you and thank you for your submission. Can we now proceed to have Mr. Paita give it to us?
I'm not giving you anything now.
You must give all of us, so you must give all of us. If you don't give us, we will take it.
Okay, that's good. I'll take it so that at least I can have something to defend myself with. But I'll take care. Yes, ma.
Táwọn bá sọ̀rọ̀ máa fẹ́ tètè sọ̀rọ̀ kan bọ́lẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ abẹ́ fẹ́ hold on fún Mr. Paita.
No, mommy kitchen things tí wọ́n fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ní fẹ́ interrupt tẹ́lẹ̀ ni. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Mr. Paita. Ẹgbẹ́ wa débẹ̀. Ẹgbẹ́ wa jù.
See, my Germany mate said you should give it to us, so.
Okay, since you asked for it, no issue.
Comment section ẹ wá make heaven kí mú kankan nu gbogbo yín ṣé ti gbọ́ Tẹ́mi ẹ wá kó àwọn èèyàn yín o ó yẹ continue jẹ meet.
The issue what I'm trying to drive at is that we have to be better than this. We have to be more disciplined than all this. And it's not because of who is involved here, but because of what is at stake. It's not about trying to amplify this conflict. It's trying to restore boundaries here. because I keep hearing a whole lot about integrity. What is integrity all about? And how is it measured? It's not measured about how well we have spoken or how much long hours we can speak for. It's about how we use our voice responsibly, about how we use the trust that has been given to us, how we use it, how we keep it, not how we exploit it. That is the true measure of integrity, in case we don't know. Because there's a danger lurking here from all we've been hearing, from all we've been seeing. Is it not fella that said, oh, there's a danger if we just keep moving without thinking, or we just keep acting without questioning? I'm paraphrasing. Zombie the bag zombie or zombie dada. That is the message there. Because if you cannot sit down and reflect on your actions for these past few days and retreat to your bedroom or wherever you can have your meditation and come out with a new leaf, I doubt it, but I don't know. I always believe people can still change. I always believe there can still be a turn for good leaf or new leaf, as you call it. If you cannot do that, then I don't know. Then the joke is on you. The joke is on you. It's because it's a clear erosion of boundaries here. It's a misuse of trust, of influence. It is a misuse of it. Have you acted honorably in all this, abefe? Have you? No, you have not. Leave the issues now. In a way you don't like. I know you find a way somewhere quietly to listen to all this. I know it will be touching you in strange places, but forget all that. Ronusi Bugbo actions here in the last few days. Are you proud of yourself? I can answer for you. I know you're not. And Kemawo, if any one of them, if they ever decide to respond to this, they will leave the issue I'm discussing here. They will turn it to a personal insult. That's all they will be able to do with all this. Because they won't even be able to face the message here. They won't be able to react to the truth here. Because there's no justification for it, really. There's no justification for jumping into an issue that has nothing to do with you in the first place and crying wolf about it. Trying to play the victim when your intention from the beginning is to come and victimize people. When your intention from the onset is to come out and try to maim people, to try and disable people, to try and get them off a course, to try and discredit them for whatever reasons known to you. So they won't be able to attack the message. They won't be able to react. They won't be able to give responses to these questions I've raised here. Should you misuse trust? Should you break trust because you want to get back at somebody? Because you are angry? Yes, let's even say because you are provoked. Should you break this kind of trust? And especially if you have presented yourself or you go about calling yourself a professional, a social worker for that matter. So those are the core, that's the core of this message here. I hope you'll be able to, I would love to hear your comeback for this. If you can try and but I want you to respond to the messages here. What is your justification for behaving without dignity? For behaving without honor? For behaving recklessly? And permit me to say, foolishly. What is your justification here? I'm dying to listen to that. What? Because children are not something you use as shield. Okay, if you think you can come at me, maybe that will stop you. It is not something you use as leverage. And of course, children are not something you use as content. Kí n fi ní viewers, kí n fi ní likes, kó fi mọ̀ mí, kí n fi rebrand ara mi. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. There's no justification when you bring people's private life. Let's say you have the details of their private life because you want to, because of a public disagreement. You now throw children into the middle of adult conflicts. You use them as bargaining chips. Okay, boya yẹn á jẹ́ ó dákẹ́. Boya yẹn á yí tiẹ̀ níbi tó ti máa concede pé mi ni winner ṣe. Nobody is dragging the title with you. Pé bóyá ẹ̀yin lẹ wà savage jù. Ẹ̀yin ni the lowest of the lowest. Even the depth. Time when you're going to more about going low. I'm sure you guys, you know about it. And nobody's dragging that with you. We're just saying, do this with adults. Don't involve children. Not when you even call yourself, and you don't bring lority to me. Maybe I would have excused this behavior. Timba feti call, abimorin you're presenting yourself as a social worker. Màá wò pé ó normal bóyá ṣe lọ́dẹ̀ jọ ń búra wọn nǹkan yẹn máa dùn gan nìyẹn àbí nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn o maybe this person has not been trained to be able to restrain themselves. They don't have the experience that yes, you will be provoked from time to time, but you never must break trust. Bóyá máa fún àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́ excuse, but knowing that one way or the other, you should have gone through these trainings. If you're what you're claiming online to be, you would have gone through all this training. So this is not what you call strength. Omunise, abefenise. No, this is not strength. It is a failure of discipline. You say big failure of discipline. Because when you're talking about being true to yourself, being true to your calling, being true to your profession, your ego has nothing at all to do with it. It has no place in it at all. You have the voice, you can speak, you have the materials, you have the weapons. And you believe you can just act without reflection. Because when people start justifying going about harming other people or using harmful method in the name of àwọn lọ push me, àwọn lọ tì mí, àwọn lọ wá fún mi, and you keep using children, private matters as bargaining chips, breaking trust as a means of restraining the other, we are slowly moving into something that's very dangerous. And I even think we are there already because she confirmed it. And that's extremism. So, and it's not the kind of, sometimes extremism is not when you see people just strap bombs or to their body and go for a suicide jump or something. That's not where it starts. It doesn't, most of the time, it doesn't begin with violence. It's when you believe your own voice, your cause is beyond or is above reproach. That no, nǹkan tó ń ṣe is the right. You are in the right. You are not wrong, and because of that, you can do anything. Yes, mo pé gbà mí a máa fi ń ṣeré lóòótọ́, but yes, maybe this is a time for reflection even for all of us. Mo kàn máa fi ń ṣeré pé tó bá gbá mi létí, tó bá fọwọ́ kékeré gbá mi létí, tí mo fọwọ́ ńlá gbá padà, àbí tó bá sọ pé ó gbá mi létí tí mo lọ yọ̀bọ̀n jáde, ó goes náà ni, all the car goes. No. Because tá bá ń sọ síta náà, ká máa sọ sínú ilé náà. Ibi tó ti ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn, slowly by little. Because tell me, how are we going to live as a society? Tí bá àpò gbá mi létí mo yọ̀bọ̀n sí ẹ mo pa ẹ́. Tí the other person náà bá gbébọn yọ àbí tó wọ́n pé èèyàn kan lè wọ́n pa èmi fẹ́ pààyàn mẹ́fà because ó pààyàn kan. Èèyàn mélòó ló máa kò ní society? Ibi tí extremism ti ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn. And here we are, somebody beating their chest, boasting that they are extremists in their actions, in their conduct online, that they are extremists. Imagine that. So imagine that. When you believe there's excuse for everything you do, for your conduct, you believe you're right. And you can see it in this our sister at Operan Extremist. That you cannot be held accountable for your actions. Then you are an extremist, and somehow I believe you deserve that name you gave yourself. Or that way you've studied yourself. I am sure maybe somebody, but yeah, I don't know if it's a prognosis. Abi? Yes, I think I'm right. Maybe doctor kan ti fún ẹ ní examine yẹn for you to be able to come out boldly and say you are an extremist. Because with the past few days, anybody can easily conclude on that. Even your friends, the ones that are those ones that you're talking to right now, those ones that when you open your life to come and respond to this, they'll be telling you, go on, we love you, they'll be tapping their screens. I'm sure those ones too, that is the same way they are looking at you. That, extremist in you, but jẹ́ ká mọ̀ bá ẹ máa ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹ for now. Ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ bá ẹ máa fi ṣíbí gúngùn, tá máa fi bá ìṣù eléyìí jẹun. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká kó sí àbí báwo la máa ń gbàdúrà yẹn. Kọ́lọ́run gbà lọ bìlísì, ẹ̀yin gangan ní bìlísì mà. Because there has to be a line. There must always be a line. There will always be a line. A line that will protect privacy, that will protect what is private from public. A line that will protect children from exposure like this one, from a social worker. A line that will protect trust from being exploited. That line will always exist. Because when that line ceases to exist, then we become animals. When that line is crossed, then it's no longer a matter of opinion. It's now a matter of principle. And principles should not be negotiated. It should not be negotiable, I mean. It's not, it's just my opinion. I've crossed this line, no. We have to have this principle. We have to have these lines that cannot be crossed. That when anybody is going to that state of crossing them, we have to call them back. We have to condemn it. And that is what this is all about. It's nothing personal. But about and you want to make it personal, it's fine. It's fine. But for me here, it's just a public service. Let me show you. I'm not taking anything up with you personally because I don't think you've actually come for me personally. Anything. So, sorry, mo sáré mu omi díẹ̀ ni.
Unnecessary jare brother mi.
So when people are now believing they are beyond accountability for their actions, especially when they've presented a front that is not in tandem with the action, something that is irreconcilable with the action, because how can you imagine it? Ká tiẹ̀ de-escalate nsìn, ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ fojú wò, ká ní kò sí jàlẹ̀. How can you even reconcile it that a social worker, let's not even say a social worker, a mother, so that let's take it away from profession now. Let's just say mother will feel that they want to lash out at somebody else, lash out at a child for whatever mistake tí bóyá parents wọn bá ṣe àbí perceived mistakes. So tell me, how can you reconcile that? How can you ṣé ó match ara wọn? Now put it back to let's now take it back to the proper perspective. A social worker, a match profile here. Just imagine in your head who a social worker should be. The kind of actions you should be seeing. The kind of things they should be saying. Now match it with what we are seeing presently. Ṣé ó jọra wọn kò jọra wọn?
Opposite ni, kò jọra wọn rárá, kò tiẹ̀ súnmọ́ social worker.
So we cannot confuse, or we can now lè wá sí wa máa glorify extremism. Ká máa glorify toro sọ̀rọ̀ sí mi limoye mọ́mú ẹ̀ mọ́. Toro sọ̀rọ̀ sí mi limoye ṣe báyìí fọmọdé. I cannot glorify that. And when you see these people calling them, social work is all about doing the right by the environment, by the society, building the society, protecting it, uplifting it. It's not about exploiting the society, not exploiting the vulnerables, not exposing them to harm. We need to have a standard. If we don't uphold this standard, the standards are there. Even for the social work, you have the standards. So when we see somebody breaking the standard or not living up to these expectations, I don't think Ajayopa Jutaba called one out. If we see somebody not living up to that standard, cause excuse, no exception, no justification at all. It should apply to everyone. And not just even to social work. I'm just a little bit, should I say pained or angered that a social worker is the one doing this. Don't buy anybody, no, I will still have to speak up. Because there should be no exception. It has to apply to everybody. If we're yet saying we're talking about justice, how will it look? If we're saying no, we came out because we've around cotton bully among me, beyond shake by online. I will still now be Lori online here, and somebody would be doing. Let's even forget whether we support the same thing about supporting Kokono. We will now see somebody carrying themselves, moving this way. Ẹ wá sọ pé pọ̀ jù láti call action yẹn out, láti call àwọn gan fúnra out. We're not, anyway, me, I'm not doing out of malice. Whatever message, however, is eating you right now, it's not born out of malice. It's just me. I cannot sit idle and see this kind of things going on. I know this is the least I can do. Speak up. Bóyá ẹ máa gbọ́ o, bóyá ẹ lè gbọ́ o, bóyá ẹ máa fetí ọ̀tẹ̀ gbọ́ o, bóyá ẹ máa ní reflection after this. Because the aim at the end of the day, like my earnest hope lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ni pé kẹ́ gbọ́. Yes, ẹ bú mi, say what you need to say, but at least listen to the message, digest it, let it do something in you, let it repair something that is damaged in you. It's not easy listening to something like this from somebody you don't roll with, somebody you've considered your enemy. Ó máa le láti gbọ́, but it's still my prayer ní pé this seed tí mo sow lálẹ́ yìí ó máa wọlé síbì kan nínú ọkàn yín, because I know there's something that has what's the word now? There's something decaying already. Tí ó bá ti decay tán kí máa wà extreme. There's something tó ń decay lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ in your life that will warrant this kind of reaction. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tí ó kàn yín, lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n fi bú yín, lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tó kọ̀ ọ̀rá ń lọ títí ẹ̀ tẹ́ fògànà tẹ́ mú ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. There must be something not working well in you, and I hope this message meets that thing. I hope this my message kó meet yín níbi tó ti máa lè ṣe ọ̀nà. Kọ́nà bá mi fún yín ní etí ìgbọ́ àti àyà ìgbàṣe. Bọ́lá máa ń sọ ìgbà ìyẹn tó bá ti mú preaching wá sí ending.
Kó ìlú wọn níbi tó ti ń dùn wọn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tẹ́ bá ṣe ń fetí ọ̀tún gbọ́ kó má gbà tòsì jáde. Tí ó bá tiẹ̀ máa jáde kó má jẹ gbogbo ẹ̀. Some of it should remain. And irú ìtì máa fẹ́ kó remain ni pé we cannot live without standards.
Amen. Amen.
We cannot keep crossing this line and expect that people will stand by and watch without talking, without speaking up. No matter the provocation, no matter the annoyance, this is not the kind of card you play for revenge. You don't break trust, you don't bring children in just for revenge. Because at the end of the day, kí ni ẹni tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní àtàkì kí ló sọ nípa ọmọ ẹ̀? You raised an issue about ó sanwó fún mọ́mí ẹ̀ fi ṣe nǹkan kan, gba ṣọ́ọ̀bù fún ìyá ẹ̀, ó ṣe gbá ọ̀ṣàwó, ó dẹ̀ ní òkè tó bá jẹ́ pé narrative tó fẹ́ push nìyẹn. I know àwa náà ṣe nǹkan kan láti fi secure admission fọmọ ẹ̀. I don't think that was in the negative. Àtọ́bá ń pé bóyá tí mi lè fi ń gbọ́ kínní ni o. That was not in the negative. We're only comparing books. Okay, no, you buy. Èmi náà mo máa ná yẹ bá ó yẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe plus and minus ká wẹ́n tó jẹra wọn lówó. That was not in the negative. Tó máa fi sọ pé okay, ó ti sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ mi in the negative. In fact, kó tiẹ̀ wá jẹ́ pé ṣe ló sọ in the negative. You still have an ethical obligation not to respond in kind. You still have a professional duty to be better. Tó bá tiẹ̀ wá jẹ́ pé kò tó ṣẹlẹ̀ gan nìyẹn. But kò ń ṣe kò tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn. But because o ti plan ìkíní step by step, you couldn't go back anymore until you deliver the gbogbo punches tó ti plan sílẹ̀. How will it look tó wá dé stage yẹn tó wá lè go ahead pẹ̀lú gbogbo ìfẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọmọ ẹ̀? No, you want to o ti plan ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ o so gbọ́dọ̀ deliver tán. Bó ti deliver tán yìí sìn, yes, maybe wọn náà ti máa wò ó pé okay, should I have done that? Mo ṣe náà nìyẹn, mo mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀. So that's why tó yẹ pé èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ máa sọ pé mo múra mo fẹ́ jà sílẹ̀ because tá a bá máa sọmọ gbogbo kinní yìí nǹkan tó ń fa gbogbo issue yìí nìyẹn from the very first day ẹ ti múra ìjà wá tẹ́ ẹ bá múra ìjà wá for the very first day how are you able to gather all this information? Táwọn sí ààyè.
From the very first day ni.
Táwọn sí ààyè gan tó bá fẹ́ gather information nípa èèyàn gan ìgbà míì máa lọ undercover fún 1 year 2 years láwọn tó jẹ́ professional láti gather information nìyẹn o kó tó lè get àwọn information tó nípa èèyàn yẹn but ẹ̀yin ṣe kinní yìí under 1 year. Yes.
Under 9 months.
Yes.
Under 9 months. Under 9 months.
Lápá kan a máa kí yín pé no you're getting good at this job. But now using it as a tool láti fi settle scores. It's not looking well on you. It's not looking good on you. Yes, some people will cheer you on today. But I tell you, nobody wants to associate themselves with people like this. Nobody. Ask anybody. Would you like to be friends with somebody that will come into your life, gather information to go and use it against you whenever there are disagreements, especially information about your children? Twist it around. Create a mountain out of nothing. Would you want to be close? Would you even want that kind of person in your vicinity? Nobody will want that. Nobody. So finally, brethren, as a call for this is a call for reflection. This is a call for reflection. Àti àwọn àti àwa o. Our actions thus far. Ẹ jẹ́ ká reflect lé. Our relationships thus far. Ẹ jẹ́ ká reflect lé. We all can do better. Certainly, abefe can do better. And somehow, somewhere, I still wish more. That's part of my weaknesses. Always wanting to see the good in people, wanting them to be better. So it's still my prayer. It's still my prayer that you'll be able to be free from this wickedness. Because when you continue my son is still wickedness to want to twist stories, to want to twist information that you've gotten under false pretense, to want to twist it to a narrative that make you appear like a saint. Even though it will be to people who are not observant, people who are not following the stories. It is sad that this kind of thing can still be happening in our society. Yes, to them, to some people, it's all content. It's all stories. It keeps us busy. It keeps us active. Keeps us away from this boredom. But we need to remember that life for Lele. It should not be something to be deployed for entertainment purposes, for content, for views. It should not.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be better. We need to be better. Chubbymii, am I being put over time?
Ẹ ti bá fi grand finale lé ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà lẹ́yìn àwa go we will continue yẹn mọ́ because ẹ ti summarize everything, ẹ ti make a point yẹn, even ètò àìtí ìgbà ẹ ti make a point in everything, so there is nothing to say about this. But lẹ́àkótán nǹkan tá a máa fi parí ètò yìí ni pé to Tèmítọ́pẹ́ Aya Badmus, I will play this for you one more time.
Fearless ò tí ì mọṣẹ́ yìí dáadáa. So lẹ́yìn gbogbo àtótó
Àwọn ti pàtẹ́wọ́, ó ó yẹ ní sùúrù ẹ má bínú ẹ má bínú mo kẹ́ sí pàtẹ́wọ́ látẹ̀kọ̀ tí ó yá. That's for Mr.
a ti wá orin tó jọ mọ́.
Ó yá orin tẹ́mi fẹ́ play ni orin tí ó fẹ́ play ni because Mr. Pythagoras ti summarize wọ́n ti sọ gbogbo ẹ̀ so.
Baby, tell me, baby.
And all of this.
Madako, joko, man, your father. Jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ pé àgọ́ olúwa ló gbé wọ̀. Ìbàjẹ́ ènìyàn kò dáṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run ò dúró.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o.
Sọ pé má fòyà ní apá Jésù. Kò sí ohun ẹ̀rù kọ̀ọ̀kan. Iná tí jókòó lẹ́sùn wọn. Òun èṣù tí ní kò mọ́lẹ̀. Mo rọ̀ mọ́ àgbélébùú. Mo ká ohun gbogbo sásán. Má bẹ̀rù ìwọ ọkàn. Àyànfẹ́ nínú ẹ̀jẹ̀. Sẹ́mi, máa dákọ̀ ọjọ́ kan òjò torí pé wọn lọ́hùn ló gbé ẹ̀dẹ́gbò tó wà. Ènìyàn lè máa sọ ohun tó wù wọn, wọ́n lè máa wù ohun tó wọ́n. Ṣùgbọ́n oní bàbá tó gbójúlé.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Oní Ọlọ́run tó ju gbogbo ènìyàn lọ.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Oní bàbá tó tì ọ́ lẹ́yìn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Oní Ọlọ́run tó sọ pé máa nìṣó mú bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn rẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Jésù ní ìbá lóògùn ọ̀rọ̀.
Ẹ má ṣe jẹ́ ká fòyà.
Olùtọ́kọ̀ wá ní àyàṣílẹ̀ ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Yóò mú wọ́n kọ́ wá bò. Ẹ má ṣe bẹ̀rù. Ẹ kún fún ayọ̀. Nítorí Jésù ló dá ọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ tí wù ó kí jìnnà.
Tèmítọ́pẹ́ wàá borí wọn. Ó máa borí gbogbo wọn lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan.
Tèmi, ìwọ lẹni tí a ti mú lára dá.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ìwọ lẹni tí a ti sọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ dayọ̀. Ayé yóò ti pàṣẹ rẹ̀ Olúwa ga.
Amen.
Mo ti sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ ìbàjẹ́ ènìyàn kò dáṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run.
Àtọ̀.
Tèmi, gbogbo ilé pátápátá wọ́n ní máa kí ẹ. Látòrí Chubbymii, lórí Cindy, lórí dúkìá Olúwa, Liberation, àti gbogbo àwọn ti Tèmi platform pátápátá. Wọ́n ní kí n béèrè pé kí ló ń ba ọ lẹ́rù lórí o. Ẹ̀rù kò sínú ọkàn mi o. Torí Jèhófà ń bẹ láyé. Ẹ̀rù kò sínú ọkàn mi.
Ó ń bá ọ lẹ́rù kò wí o. Torí Jèhófà ń bẹ láyé. Ọlọ́run ló gbójúlé o Tèmítọ́pẹ́. Ẹ̀rù sínú ọkàn rẹ o. Ẹ̀rù kò sínú ọkàn rẹ. Torí Jèhófà ń bẹ láyé. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ló mọ̀ o, kò mọ̀ kọ́kọ́ jọ Ọlọ́run lọ o.
Tèmi sọ pé I have confidence in you.
Yes, yes. Jesus.
I have confidence in you. Savior.
Yes.
I have confidence in you.
Every time, every day. He has confidence in God. Yes, yes. Jehovah.
Tèmi, gbogbo Tèmi platform pátápátá wọ́n ní ká jíjó ọpẹ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o.
Wọ́n ní ọ̀rọ̀ wa ò gbẹjọ́ wẹ́wẹ́ rárá lọ́dọ̀ lórí ìwà
Àtọ̀.
wọ́n ní sọ pé kò ṣá máa dúpẹ́ lóòótọ́ kò ṣá máa dúpẹ́.
Tèmi ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ ò gbẹ́jọ́ wẹ́wẹ́. No more ẹjọ́ wẹ́wẹ́. No more ẹjọ́ wẹ́wẹ́ Tèmi. Focus. Focus.
They say the places where you do ojoro. They say the places where you do ojoro.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o.
Òjòrò.
Láti ọjọ́.
This ojoro where you do is sweet yo. Ayo yo.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bàbá.
Ayo yo. Is sweet yo. Ta ta da da da. Ta ta da da.
Ayasile.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ènìyàn ó. Òjò máa rọ̀ o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o. Bàbá.
Agbára ti ń pa àwọn eléyìí ọtí.
Ó pàjọ tí o ṣe ló dàbí pé ó fẹ́ sòkè dilẹ̀ jọ yẹn. Bí nǹkan ìnà